I want to save money.
How much money?
All right. What's going on, everybody? We're back. We're live again for this week's Lego Motel brand new episode discussion. So, the new episode of Lego Motel came out yesterday, and the response to it was awesome. So, right off the bat, I just want to say thank you to everybody who watched the whole thing or even just some of it and left a nice comment and left a like on the video. If you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend going and checking that out. It's called Lego Motel Kitty, and then in parentheses, or Kenobi, a Star Wars spin-off. So that one was way longer than I thought it was going to be again. So I think that's going to be a trend we're seeing this season, where the episodes are just longer. You know, the Harry and Dumbledore episode coming at the end of the season, that's going to be the season finale, and it's going to be like, it's a few weeks from now, but that one's going to probably be like 12 minutes long, like the way things are shaping up, because that one, as I'm writing it, it's way longer than any of the other previous ones. So we're in for a big season of Lego Motel. What is there at this point? There was 2 5-minute episodes, a 7-minute episode, and now an 8-minute episode. So there's been like 25 minutes of Lego Motel in the past month. Like less than a month. There's been like 25 new minutes of Lego Motel. So I'm happy I've been able to keep it consistent and not only deliver an episode every week, but also deliver it when I say I'm going to deliver it and have it be at least pretty funny every week. So that's something I'm really happy about. I'm really pumped to have a bunch of you guys in the chat here. What do we got? We got Studio Smith, we got Ahmet Karasar, Harambu, Marth, J02, Lego Pete 3. What's going on, Lego Pete? Everyone's doing the call signs from Star Wars. Red 5 standing by, right on. Oak 99, what's going on? Lazy, what's going on? Volt Equinox, good to see you, buddy. All right. If I missed anybody, keep leaving comments. I'll shout you guys out. But yeah, so definitely, Lazy says, nice stop motions. Thank you so much, my friend. I just want to thank you guys, like, deeply for the response on the new Lego Motel, because I don't know what it is, but every week I'm working on the new Lego Motel, and I'm like, this is going to be the bad one. Like, this is it. This is going to be terrible. Like, I was editing the first minute of this new episode that just came out, and it was, like, Mickey and Obi in front of the green screen talking, and I was just sitting there, like, just like dying, like, dude, I didn't shoot enough frames for this, the animation is choppy, and it's like, and then I realized, like, I mean, it is Lego Motel, so it's not a big deal, like, the animation can be choppy, and then I was just like, it's just got to be funny, I just got to make sure this is funny, and a lot of the humor came from improv this episode, both from myself and from Airborne Productions. I got to give him a special shout out. I don't know if he's in the chat, if he's going to be here for the live stream, but Gotta give him a special shout out. He's the guy in the episode who's like off screen at the restaurant who's like, what was in that chicken? Like that guy. I could not do that voice as well as he did at all. Like I just asked people a few streams ago to just send in random ad libs as if they were at a restaurant. I didn't tell anybody what the scene was, but I just asked for random contextless ad libs of people at a restaurant who just found out that their food is gross and like the whole restaurant is nasty. So a lot of people sent in great ad libs and stuff, and I used basically everything that people sent me, but they're all on top of each other as if it's a big crowd of people. So for most of you guys that sent stuff in, it's probably hard to pick out where yours was, but I promise you it was in there. But Airborne Productions I used some of his in the crowd stuff, but then Airborne Productions had one line in his dialogue he sent me, and it was just hilarious. I died laughing when I heard it, and I was like, this is going to actually lift the episode up. This is actually one of the big jokes that I'm building this episode on now, so this has got to go in there. This is going to be fantastic. And some of you are saying that was a funny episode. Thank you so much. Chewbacca Charlie, what's going on, man? FMF Productions, good to see you. Robert Parks, so glad Lego Motel's back. Me too, man. Lego Motel is something that I needed in my life. I just find myself these past few weeks I've been making Lego Motel. Again, I've just been happier. I've been laughing a lot more because every Wednesday night when I'm putting together Lego Motel, I'm laughing. I'm worried. I'm recording the voices and I'm having a good time, and then I'm worried when I'm about to start editing it that it's not going to be funny enough, and then I start putting it together and the jokes are coming together, the visuals and the audio, and it's all just there now. It's not just a random vague note in my notepad. It's dialogue and it's animation, and it's funny, and I laugh, and I spend the whole night laughing and editing, and every week now so far I've stayed up all night to finish Lego Motel for the next day, because I would work on it a little bit every day that week when I have time leading up to the day, but really it's such a crunch to make sure the episode is funny enough. What I end up doing is I take every day from, like, for next week's episode, I'm going to take every day from today until Wednesday next week, fine-tuning the script and making sure the next episode is as funny. I'm going to wait till the very last minute to do the voices and edit it so I can make sure the script is as funny as possible. And then on the last day before it comes out, I'll do the voices and edit it and do that whole 10-hour process of finishing the episode. But until then, I squeeze every minute of my free time into making the episode as funny as possible. So that's why I end up staying up all night the night before, because I'm like right up until the edge of the clock waiting till I have every possible idea squeezed out of my brain sponge into the pot of Lego Motel before I turn the heat on and start cooking it. Like I think you guys get the point. I'm trying to make it as funny as possible before I finalize the episode and get it out. So it ends up happening all very quickly. I feel like the South Park guys, you know what I mean? Like they do an episode a week during the whole season. Every week it's a crunch to get the next South Park done. And I feel like that. Oak99 says Ramsey does have a wonderful voice. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. Lego Pete is asking why so secretive. When I send people lines to act in Lego Motel, most of the time, actually every time, it's people who enjoy watching Lego Motel. So I don't want to... The last thing I would want to do is the disservice of making that person know the funniest joke. In the case of where I was asking everyone for ad libs, those ad libs were for the funniest scene in the episode. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to give away the funniest scene in the episode to people who are fans of the show and like spoil it for them. Like, usually I don't care about spoilers, but when it's a joke, it's hard to, like, when you're in a scene, it might be hard for some people to separate the fact that they're in the scene from the joke. So if I can at least give them the gift of seeing it for the first time without knowing what the joke is going to be, then I have the best possible chance of letting them enjoy the episode as a fan while also being in it. And so I'm trying to give them the best of both worlds. When people are in Lego Motel, like when the Action Brick voiced his cameo this episode, I gave him a solid chunk of the script. Like, he knew basically the funniest jokes this episode for the most part that I had written. Like, he knew about the whole restaurant scene and the cats and dogs thing, and like he knew about all that. I had to send him that because he's in the scene, so he needed to know the context. But the rest of the episode, I didn't send him that because, number one, it wasn't fully written, and number two, I know he likes the show, so I wanted him to be able to enjoy it at least a part of the episode. I wanted him to be able to enjoy that for, with fresh eyes for the first time, not knowing what the jokes are. Chewbacca Charlie says, thank you so much for voicing in the video. He was worried it wasn't funny enough. My friend sent me a video of him in tears and says, I have a wonderful voice. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. Dude, am I right? Like, when you're making a funny video and you're, like, getting to the final stages, you're always worried, like, is this going to be funny enough? I don't know. Part of the reason is, I guarantee you, is because when you're making something funny, you're hearing the same joke over and over again. And it's hard to keep looking at the episode as if you're someone watching it for the first or second or even third time. You're watching it realistically when you're making something as someone who's thought of the joke for a while, and now you've put it together, and now you're editing it and you've seen it 20 times, 30 times, and that's part of the way I can tell what the best jokes are in an episode of Lego Motel is when I'm editing, and I've already written the joke, I've already recorded the joke, several takes of the joke, and now I'm putting it together, and I've seen it 20 times, while just tweaking the sound and tweaking where the cuts are going to be and all of that stuff. And if I've seen a joke that many times while I'm editing a Lego Motel and I'm still laughing, I know that's one of the stronger jokes in the episode. And sometimes I need to just get up and walk away for 15 minutes because I start to doubt it, and I'm like, dude, this isn't funny anymore. Like, was I wrong? And then I get up and I leave for 15 minutes and I get an apple, I drink some water. And then I come back to editing, and I'm like, no, this is funny. I just needed to, like, step away from it because it's burned into my brain at this point. I need a break. But Enigma Ops, what's going on, man? He says he's been here since 2012 when you were still called I own an iPhone 693. Wow, the old days. Still going strong. Keep up the good work, Ramsey. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, my channel's had a lot of name changes. I went from I own an iPhone 693 to my name, Ramsey Issa, to Lego Motel, and then now we're on Lego Story Workshop. I don't think I'm going to change the name again. I think maybe someday I might change it back to either my name or maybe change it back to Lego Motel. But the problem is Lego Motel is my least... It has the most devoted audience, but it's my least popular series. Like, if I do an episode of Lego Batman, 15,000 views, easy. Like, if I do an episode of Boba Fett, 20,000, 30,000 views, easy. But when I do Lego Motel, it's like a guaranteed, like, 1,000, 2,000. And I love Lego Motel. And it's probably, story-wise, writing-wise, fun-wise, my favorite thing to make. But I know, like, as far as the big majority of my subscribers go, like, Lego Batman is where it's at. That's what they really want. Star Wars stuff, like a continuation of Boba Fett, is what they really want. And I'm working on that stuff. And I know I've been uploading a lot of Lego Motel, but I just want to get a whole season of that out, and then it'll be full speed ahead on 2 new episodes of Batman. One's going to be a big one, like an epic 10-minute gigantic finale to the Arkham City thing, and then the next one will be starting War for Gotham, the next chapter of my Lego Batman series. And then I'm working on several Star Wars animations. So we're really, after this season of Lego Motel, we're going to see a big transition for the rest of the summer into my more serious animations that where I actually put work into the animation. It's not sloppy, choppy animation where you're just depending on the jokes to carry the whole video. It's going to be more of a transition to Lego Batman stuff, like my Lego Batman the series videos and Boba Fett, and I'm working on a Mace Windu detective story in Coruscant. That's another thing. It's going to be kind of like Boba Fett. And then I'm also working on an origin story for Count Dooku. That would be its own film, like a 5-minute little Star Wars animation film. Yeah, Lego Motel is special to a lot of people. What I really appreciate is Lego Motel has, I know for a fact, there's like 700, 800, maybe even 900 of you on my channel that will always watch a Lego Motel. If I put up something called Lego Motel, like a solid at least 700, 750 of you are gonna watch it, and that's amazing. And we always, the people in the chat right now watching the live stream, and we're always leaving nice comments on the videos, those are like the top fans who are always supporting the series, like the biggest fans of the series. Excuse me. Captain Beans, what's going on, man? Game of Bricks in before HBO sues. Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to have to tell them that. I think it's different enough, though, that they're not... this isn't a series about betrayal and incest. in Lego form. This is actually a really cool website. Thank you for that comment, by the way. This is a nice transition to me talking about Game of Bricks and the giveaway we recently did. The winner's been chosen. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I just want to get to a couple more of these comments. I see some good ones here. When you realize Ramsey's been wearing the same shirt for the past month. Not true, actually. I wear, I think last week or the week before, I have a different shirt. It actually has a pocket, and it's a darker shade of blue, and I have two shirts exactly like this. So I alternate between two shirts exactly like this, a darker blue one with a pocket. You might notice that it's a little more, I guess, functional. It's like more of like something an engineer would wear, whereas this is my nice like Calvin Klein one. And I also have a purple shirt that for some reason, when I wear my purple shirt, it looks exactly like this. Like the way my camera picks it up in the white balance, it just looks like a lighter shade of blue. But I actually have like 4 or 5 different shirts that I've worn on the stream. Well, I've only done 4 streams. No, because I was animating. So I have like 5 different shirts in the past like 6 streams that I've been doing. So it's weird. I noticed that. It does look like the same shirt. And that bugs me. Because it's like, I thought I was going to be like, oh, cool. I was going to wear like my purple shirt a few streams ago. And then I looked at the camera and I was like, that just looks blue. Like that's a bummer. But, hey, Hawaiian Beach says, hey, Ramsey, I just noticed a joke that was implemented that many people don't get that I just find perfect. The part where Palpatine is like, I have a lot of money to the party girl, and she chooses to make out with some loser rather than Palp. And the joke is one of your most realistic ones, and I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good observation. There's a lot of subtle humor kind of weaved into Lego Motel, not to, like, just toot my own horn a bunch, but, like, yeah, I try to create layers with the jokes, and I, like, you got those, like, pow, you got those big jokes that hit you that, like, you couldn't miss them, like, even in the dark, like pitch blackness, like you're gonna get that joke. Like, a deaf man could get that joke. Like, there's jokes like that, and then there's jokes that once you watch the episode maybe twice, 3 times, you start to pick up on, like, yeah, that is actually funny, and this is a little bit of satire, and yeah, so I appreciate you pointing that out. My camera must love blue. My camera does love blue. It's a regular like Logitech C920. It's like a regular camera, so it's the white balance and the variation in color probably isn't like spectacular. So I can see why a purplish blue shirt will end up looking basically the same as a blue shirt. Maybe I should go grab my purple shirt and hold it up next to myself and see if you can actually tell that there's a difference in shirts. I might do that in a minute. I don't think you guys care that much, but Lazy can't wait for the next Batman episode. I can't wait for the next Batman episode. I'm finishing up working on a scene. I'm working on the new Lego Batman, by the way. I'm going to shoot the majority of it, I think, this weekend. I'm going to do a bunch of shooting tomorrow. I hurt my foot last week, and I've had to take it easy, so I've been rewriting and I've been planning shots and whatnot, but get the shirt. But I'm going to do a bulk of the shooting this weekend and then finish it up next weekend. But the focus is going to be, besides Lego Batman, it's going to be getting the next episode of Lego Motel out next Thursday. And then the next Batman episode will be, I don't know if we're going to skip a week of Lego Motel, or let me know in the chat. Do you want me to skip a week of Lego Motel? If you had to pick, do I skip a week of Lego Motel, or do I finish the season of Lego Motel and then release Batman? Or if possible, should I take a week off of Lego Motel, release Lego Batman, and then release the 6 episodes? Skip a week? You guys are hungry for that Batman. Alright, I think that's what I'll do. So what's going to end up happening is this month, definitely sometime this month, the new Lego Batman is going to come out. And I'm not talking like when Nintendo says something's coming out in 2019 and then they release it December 31st, like the last possible day. It'll come out like in relatively soon. I think it depends how fast I can get it shot and do all the effects work and stuff. Because we're not talking about an episode of Lego Motel. We're talking about a 10-minute episode of like densely packed, like higher quality, at least for me, animation, where I'm going to be working a lot on making sure the lighting is perfect, and there's going to be like a lot of digital effects mixed with practical effects, and there's going to be the ice of the, I know Mr. Freeze is gone according to the last episode, but we're going to get more ice effects somehow. Maybe someone found Mr. Freeze's gun and is now using it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but maybe that's what happens. It'd be interesting if someone like the Joker got their hands on Mr. Freeze's gun and went around freezing people. Just saying, not that it's in there or anything, but that's what's in there. That's what's in there. I'm not gonna spoil anymore, but just to give you a little hint of what's going on. Okay, please don't say that in the chat. I'm gonna remove that comment. To be honest, I don't like being called a child diddler. Neither does Mace Windu. I don't think that's funny. That's a serious accusation, sir. I don't usually delete comments, but a comment like that is like, I know we joke around in the Lego Motel show about that stuff, but no, please don't say that in my chat. But I appreciate you seeing our studios. I appreciate you being here. Please don't call me that in my chat, though. I would appreciate that. Cody McMullen, what's going on, man? It's great to see you in the chat. So many great people, familiar names going on here. Again, I appreciate everyone who's checking out my new videos and stuff. Let's talk just for a minute about what's going on with the Game of Bricks giveaway. So I did a giveaway where a couple of weeks ago I announced anyone who comments on the second episode this season of Lego Motel that came out a couple of weeks ago is going to be entered into a contest to win a Game of Bricks light kit. And Game of Bricks, the company, great people there, reached out and they're happy to sponsor that giveaway and potentially more in the future. So what ended up happening was I announced the winner of the giveaway in the next episode, Lego Motel 200 IQ. I announced the winner, and I didn't hear anything from the winner. He didn't comment on the video. I didn't hear anything from him for like 6 days. And I was basically saying on the stream the next day, like, okay, whoever won the thing, you know, you got to reach out to me within a week. You got a week. So 6 days later, I hadn't heard anything from him. So I like started leaving comments on some of his stuff, like more comments at least, to try to reach out to him, because he had no information on his YouTube channel of how to reach him. Like nothing, no social medias, nothing. The only place I could think to reach him was the YouTube comments. And I hadn't seen anything, heard anything from him for 6 days. So there's like 1 day left. Maybe I'll be generous and give 2. That's how I was thinking. So I kept reaching out, and this is an interesting story. So I was like, hey, blah, 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 you know, please reach out as soon as possible. Like, you know, in a few days, I have to pick a new winner, you know, because we need to get this show on the road here. I can't wait a month, you know, or like 2 weeks for the guy who won the contest to get back to me and ship this thing. I gotta report back to Game of Bricks so they can ship out the prize, which is this stunning light kit of the Avengers compound. And you don't get the set, obviously. You just get a light kit for the set, and it's gorgeous. It comes with lights for a vehicle, and it comes with lights for the, you know, inside the building, and these little red doohickeys here and some orange ones. A nice variety of lights in this. Retails for €32.99. So it's a good savings if you're getting that for free. But so I didn't hear anything, and then eventually when I did hear back, I had to like manually go through my comments and see if the guy replied. The Action Brick. Great to see you in the chat, buddy. Always fantastic to see him pop in. Good guy. So as I was saying, I didn't hear from the guy, and when I did hear from him, he was basically like, what's your email address? And I said, well, you got to use the email address on my channel. And this person was obviously using the mobile version of YouTube, because when they went to my channel, they didn't see an email address. But when you go on a desktop computer like I'm on, or a laptop, or anything that's not a phone, and you go to someone's channel, and you go to their About section, there's a place right here where you can see their email address, and boom, it's right there. It's been there the whole time. Apparently, maybe this person just had a phone and didn't have access to, you know, a real, like a desktop computer, but that was the email address. Besides that, I mean, if you look at my About, actually, even if you were on mobile, you can still see the links to my Twitter, my Facebook, and Instagram. And I just decided, like, okay, this person like could have reached out to me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You only need to reach out to me on one place. The YouTube comments isn't good because YouTube deletes your comment if you put an email address or a website link in it. So I can't reply to his YouTube comment and say, here's my email address. I tried that, and YouTube automatically deleted the comment for spam. It auto detects email addresses and website links. That's what I've gathered from the fact that my comments were instantly deleted when I try to put that stuff in there. So all I could do was direct him to where my email address is, and I don't like to like flash my email address around and put it in video descriptions, because then you end up getting a lot of spam and stuff. So it's here is where you have to click the I'm not a robot check to get to this email address here on this page, right? So that's the best way for me to do it, because now anyone who's seeing it is definitely not a spam bot or someone phishing to try to steal something from me or whatever. I'm trying to keep it as secure as possible while making it public. Bottom line is the winner just couldn't figure out how to send me an email or find my email address, so and I tried to explain to them, like, dude, there's plenty of ways to reach out to me. Like, I can't do this through YouTube comments because when you reply to my comment, I don't get a notification about that. So I don't know when you're asking me about my email address. And even if I could reply, I can't post my email address in the YouTube comments. So long story short, I went into my Discord and I said, screw it, we're picking a new winner. Let's get a new winner going here. First person to just email me their shipping address wins. And our winner was Oak99. So our official winner was Oak99. I've forwarded your address over to the Game of Bricks people, and they'll let me know very soon whether they'll be able to ship to you. And I'm pretty sure they'll be able to ship to your country, because on their website they say they ship to most countries except a couple, but I'm sure your country is not like some small obscure country. You live in a pretty big common country, so I'm sure they'll ship there. It's a European company, so I wouldn't be surprised. The Action Brick says, oh, this is heartbreaking. It was. Dude, I really, yeah, GJ Studios was the original winner. I just couldn't reach out to him. Like, he was only responding to me in YouTube comments. He wasn't able to find my email address right here on my About page, and I was bummed out, because it's like I was pumped to have him win and get him the stuff, but you know, at the end of the day, like, I decided to do it on Discord for the backup winner, which is, that's a good reason to follow my Discord, or to join it. I'm going to actually post a link to my Discord right now for those of you that haven't joined it or are interested in getting more detailed updates or being part of the backup giveaway I might do in the future. That's my Discord link. Feel free to join. I was pretty bummed out about it that I couldn't, that something so simple as an email address kind of stood in the way of all this, but at the end of the day, it's been a week since I announced the winner, and it's like, we're not even getting close to this guy sending me an email, you know what I mean? So we picked a new winner. I immediately got the address of the new winner. I was able to send it right over to Game of Bricks, and we're all good. So I'm happy we were able to work that out in like 2 minutes, whereas the original winner was taking way too long. So the Action Brick says, anyone watching Stranger Things season 3? I'm so pumped that came out. I'm gonna make some time probably tonight to watch it, but you're on episode 2. No spoilers, please. I haven't seen any of it, so you don't spoil me. Chewbacca Charlie with the £2 super chat. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. You're the man, dude. Chewbacca Charlie's been hitting me with a super chat every stream so far, dude. That means so much to me. That's like, you're like paying your weekly Lego Motel fee, and I feel bad, dude. Like, don't donate if you can't afford it, but you're only throwing a few bucks here and there, and it, like, to me that means the world, because it means you enjoy my content so much that you're willing to like peel off a couple of bucks, and like, that's so cool, dude. You're the man. Anytime you need a voice, dude, I will voice it for you, no matter what it is. Let me know. You've earned it, dude. I really appreciate the super chats. You've already seen all of season 3. Wow. CNR Studio says Chewbacca Charlie is paying for Batman's rent in LA. Yeah, I mean, he's probably a few $1 million short of Lego Batman's rent. Well, actually, Batman's living in an Amazon Prime box right now, so out in the street by a dumpster. So I mean, the rent is actually 0. So you're probably covering a lot of his other expenses too with that super chat. Alrighty. Okay, so some people haven't seen it yet. Some people have. Hawaiian Beach says, Ramsey, can we get a return of the spider thing that Obi and Mace and Indian Batman had trouble killing? Yeah, that episode was funny. That one is like a really good standalone episode. If I were to bring I love the spiders, because the spiders were like encroaching on their space, and like we played the Sons of the Harpy music like from Game of Thrones, and that always killed me. But that one, I see that as more of a standalone episode. I think bringing back the spiders for like a one-off joke in the context of another episode might be really good. That's actually a good idea. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Lego Pete 3 wants to know if I saw Spider-Man, or if any of you guys saw Spider-Man. I haven't seen. Did they ever order their puppy fried rice? Puppy fried rice. I haven't seen the new Spider-Man yet. I have every intention to eventually. I usually don't go see many movies in theaters. Like, it's got to be like a really special movie. I just got around to seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's how behind I am. What have I seen? I've seen Infinity War, and I've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's the most recent stuff I've seen. I haven't seen Captain Marvel. I haven't seen Endgame. And Endgame will be out at the end of the month on digital, so I'll definitely buy it at the end of the month when it's out on digital and give it a good watch in the comfort of my own home for the first time. That'll be fun. I always enjoy that, so I'll do that. Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm tempted to go see it. I hear good things about it. I don't know if I'm going to go see it in the theater, though, because it's going to be out on digital in a couple of months anyway, at this rate. So I don't know. That's just me personally. But what did you guys think of Spider-Man Far From Home? I don't personally care about spoilers for any movie, so I mean, feel free. I'm not a stickler about that. Feel free to say stuff about the movie in the chat. Unless someone else in the chat hasn't seen it, then maybe tread lightly for that. But Stranger Things 3 is a really solid season, and Robin, played by Maya Hawke, is one of my favorite new characters. It also nearly made me cry. Wow. Now I can't wait to watch that. I really got to check that out. Jordan Wright, what's going on, man? Are you talking about season 3 of Stranger Things? You love it? That's good to hear. So let me know if you guys have seen the new Stranger Things stuff in there. Keep letting me know. Oak99 hasn't seen it yet, so don't spoil it for him. All right, let's respect everyone else in the chat. A lot of us haven't seen it yet, but are you talking about Stranger Things or Spider-Man? You know what? Let's just play. I don't care about spoilers, but let's play it on the safe side so that people in the chat don't get spoiled. Like I haven't seen Spider-Man, don't care about spoilers, but maybe someone else hasn't seen Spider-Man, so we'll be cognizant of that. We'll be considerate of them. Jordan Wright means a Spider-Man movie. Oh, okay, great, right on. Spider-Man movie's good. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing good things about it. Spoiler: there's Will and Jonathan sex scene. Oh God, yeesh. Do you have any short films in the future coming? Short films? By short films, do you mean like live action stuff, or do you mean Lego stuff? I have plenty of Lego stuff planned. I want to do... My Lego Batman stuff is in full swing. As soon as we get a little deeper into Lego Motel Season 5, there's 2 more episodes shot and ready to be edited and voiced and delivered to you guys next week and the week after. And I think right after that next episode comes out, the 6th episode of the season, 2 weeks from now, as soon as that's done, I'm going to be working on... Hopefully I'll have all of the next Lego Batman shot. It's a big one, like 10 minutes long, probably longer. Get that shot, get that finished in the next few days, and then release that on maybe a Sunday, the Sunday after the 6th episode of this season of Lego Motel comes out. So that is going to be the goal. So Lego Batman is continuing very soon with a big episode. You guys are going to be happy to see that. Please don't unsubscribe. I'm working on Lego Batman, I promise. Live action is what you were talking about. Punk Productions, holy crap. I have not seen that name in a long time. I feel like you used to be in the chat like a while ago. You're like one of the OGs, dude. That's pretty cool. More short films, live action. No plans to do that on this channel. Most of the stuff I'm working on is screenwriting work that I do for clients at this point. I'm working on a TV show and a feature film for a film company right now. And I own a smaller production company separate from those projects. Well, we're involved in the TV show, but we're working on short films there. I don't know if I would post them here. Well, I think I'm having a little green screen trouble, boys. A little bit of flapping on the green screen. It's not a big deal though. Working on some stuff, but I don't think I would post that on this channel to be awesome. Previously on Lego Batman. Should have a real life Lego Motel live action. That would be cool, bro. I'm pretty sure that's just called Workaholics. You know what I mean? That's just called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? I feel like there's plenty of Lego Motels in live action. That's how I feel. But I thought of it first. Just kidding. Studio Smith says, how many episodes do you have left to shoot? So the way I'm spinning it is I've already shot 6 episodes, and season 5 is technically 6 episodes, and then I'm shooting 2 more bonus episodes. I have ideas for 2 more on top of those. I don't know if I'll get around to them because I have to switch gears to Lego Batman and Lego Boba Fett. But if I do get back to Lego Motel between those projects, there'll be 4 more. This will be a 10 episode season, but definitely a 6 episode season and probably an 8 episode season. I have a Nick Fury episode still to shoot, and I have the epic Harry Potter and the Triwizard Frauds is going to be the Harry and Dumbledore Rick and Morty parody episode for this season. And I think that'll be the finale. There might be 2 more after it that I have. I have just the very basic concepts for 2 more beyond that, 9 and 10 of this season. But I don't know if those are going to happen. They might get pushed to season 6. We're going to have to see what happens, how involved I get with a new Boba Fett and a new Batman, which are definitely coming. Don't unsubscribe if you're not a Lego Motel fan. And if you are a Lego Motel, if you are a Lego Motel fan, this is a great time to be you. But if you're not, maybe check it out. Like, maybe you might like it. But if definitely not, no matter what, then there's more Lego Batman coming, and there's more Boba Fett and stuff like that. So plenty of stuff to do. Ahmet has the alien emoji in the chat. Fantastic. Solid. Should have a real life Lego Motel live action. That would be cool, bro. I think I already read that one. This is a wonderful time to be a Lego Motel fan. This is literally the best time to be a Lego Motel fan. Even when the original episodes were coming out, they were like all a month apart. This is the first time. Oh, again with this, Captain Beans. R.I.P. Ahmet. Okay. All right. I see what you're doing. This is I think arguably the best time to be a Lego Motel fan, because you're getting a 5-minute minimum episode a week, and they're all like good, if I do say so myself. Like, they're all good. Everyone's doing it now. All right. Benjamin Button, what's going on, man? It's great to see you. Another friend from the Discord. Here's my Discord, guys. Join that, and we'll do a voice call a little bit later. We'll have a bunch of people join in a voice chat on stream, and you can all give me feedback, like voice to voice, not just in the comments. That'll be a lot of fun. Feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. I'm gonna check if people have joined already, if there's anybody new. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, nobody new has joined yet. So as soon as you do, I'm going to try to notice that and then give you a role so you can actually talk in the chat and all that. But feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. If you're not into Discord, I understand that. That's not a big deal. Hawaiian Beach says the Lego Motel fan base is growing exponentially. Are they? I hope so. I can't tell at this point. What I can tell you is, based on my YouTube analytics, the most recent Lego Motel episode is officially has the highest ratings of the season. It's got at the 1 day and 4 hour mark, I think 5 hour mark we're at right now. The newest episode of Lego Motel that came out yesterday has higher views than any previous episode this season when they were at the 1 day 5 hour mark. So by like 120 views. It's like crazy, dude. It's got the most views of the season. It's pretty ridiculous. But you know, we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to talk about making it funny, trying to be true to ourselves and our sense of humor. We're not going to focus on the views. But please click refresh 75 times each and hit the like button on 7 different accounts. Very much appreciated. But we don't care about that here. We don't really care about that. But please go ahead and do that. Open like 20 different YouTube accounts and just watch the video on repeat and hit the like button over and over again. But we don't care about that here. But go ahead and do that. That'd be very helpful. Chewbacca Charlie says, as a Briton, that's a solid English accent. Is it really? I was half-assing it too. All right, well, I appreciate that. The Action Brick says, on it right now. Perfect. We don't care about that here, but please just go ahead and do it. And I'd be very, very chuffed about that, mate. All right. I think I broke into a like one word of Australian at the end there. Punk Productions just joined the Discord. All right, sweet. So let me jump into the roles. I'll do this on screen so you guys have something to look at for a second at least, and then I'll jump over to members, and anyone without a role, I will. Punk, there you are. I'm gonna give you member role. And feel free to message me, guys, if you're set as a member but you're also a brick filmer. I'll give you the brick filmer role, because I can't always tell by your username if you're a brick film. But if you have something like animations or like studios or something in your name, then it's pretty obvious. I can figure out that you should probably get the brick filmer role. You're probably a brick filmer, but I can't always tell. If you don't click on the ads, you're not helping the creator. Well, you are helping the creator just by watching the ad or letting the ad play out. Even if you skip the ad, that counts. You don't get as much money, I'm pretty sure. But you definitely get more money if someone clicks on the ad. You're in my will. Check the Discord. Nice. Watch on 2x speed to increase cash flow. Pro tip. You got the right idea, man. I gotta say. Seahawks fan 97 just joined the Discord. Awesome, sweet name. All right, I'm gonna give you a roll. Keep joining the Discord, guys. We'll give everybody a roll. We'll keep this Discord train moving. Member. Now you're a member. But also, feel free to check out Game of Bricks, dude. These guys make some pretty sweet light kits. They sent me one that I reviewed a few streams back, and they are pretty awesome, I gotta say. Check them out. I'm trying to get more of these. I can't decide which one to get. Oh, there's one for Vader's castle that makes the lava light up. What? This one's pretty sick. Pretty expensive, but kind of worth it, honestly. Oh, this is neat. Yeah, there's interior lights as well. Bro, can you imagine? I need to get Darth Vader's castle and do like a Darth Vader brick film, like the Boba Fett one, but about Darth Vader or something. That'd be fun too. So what do we got now? We got a Mace Windu detective story. We got Count Dooku's origin story, and now we got Darth Vader brick film planned. Let's do that. That's what I'm doing for Star Wars. I'm gonna do a couple of Lego Batmans once the season of Lego Motel's over. In a couple of weeks, we'll take a break from Lego Motel after episode 6 of this season before I start working on the bonus episodes, and we'll do a couple of Lego Batmans. Everyone's been waiting for those. That's more popular than Lego Motel on my channel, so I do have to take some time and give that the priority it deserves. And then Star Wars. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of Star Wars. Continuation of Boba Fett. Mace Windu film, but serious, not like goofy Mace Windu from Lego Motel, like serious Mace Windu. But he cracks jokes like in the Kingsman movies. You know, it's like kind of serious, but it's also a little bit lighthearted and funny. I think that's what would work really well for a Mace Windu movie. Like he's a badass Jedi that doesn't take crap from anybody, and he says clever things that are funny. Like not Lego Motel humor, but like just the type of humor you'd find in an action film or even a Star Wars film. You know what I mean? That would work really well for the Mace Windu detective story. Count Dooku's origin story, I think, could be really fun to do a short brick film on. I think that's definitely something I want to do. And then we'll see what we can do. Maybe more Boba Fett, more stuff like that. I think August is going to be the month of Lego Star Wars. July, we're going to get definitely some Lego Batman stuff. This month is Lego Batman month after Lego Motel spent in a couple of weeks. We're going to take a break from Lego Motel. We're going to do Lego Batman stuff. And then August is going to be, we're going hard in the paint on Star Wars stuff. All right? So, yeah, get excited for that. It's happening. All right? And then in September, I'm going to go finish my degree. So I'm not going to make as many animations, but I'll still try to put some out. We'll see what I can do. But this summer, there's going to be a lot of animation. It's going to be fun. So, can there be an aggressive love-making session between Obi and Mace in the next episode of Lego Motel? It's been a long time coming. Play on words. Very good. Bravo. At the end of this last episode, I rewatched that before I uploaded it, and I was like, are people going to start shipping Obi and Mace after this? Is this going to be weird? Did I just start something here? Is Obi gay? Did I just make Obi gay? There's nothing wrong with that, but like I was just asking myself, did I just do that? Maybe Obi's bi. I don't know. I don't know what Obi is. I don't know him like that. You know, maybe he's still curious. He's still experimenting. I don't know. He did just offer sexual favors to Mace Windu at the end of the most recent episode, so maybe he is. You could make that argument. I like to leave it up for debate. You know, you guys can debate. Obi is gay now. Okay, that's a pretty declarative statement there by Lazy. All right, so we have some people who think, yeah, doing the gonzo. Exactly. I'm going to link my Discord again, guys. Feel free to join the Discord for more detailed updates more often. It's an easier way to reach me at basically any point in the day. Great place to network with each other. I let you know right before I'm going to stream over there. I give you updates as I'm working on new animations on there. I let you know as I'm working on the voices. Sometimes that's a good place for me to ask you guys to make cameos and send me dialogue for the episodes. So the Discord is a good place to be if you're into that sort of thing. If you're into Discord, if you're totally against making a Discord, I don't blame you. I mean, that's up to you, but it's a good place to be for the Lego Motel community, Lego Story Workshop, that whole situation. So I would recommend it. He's gonna eat your cat, dude. Is the gonzo an actual thing? The gonzo is an actual... Let's look that up. I'm gonna look this up just for your benefit. I didn't make that up. I definitely heard it somewhere. I'm not taking credit for that. I'm pretty sure. Gonzo, Urban Dictionary. Here it comes, boys. When it comes to pornography, the term gonzo refers to a style of filmmaking pioneered in the 1990s, blah, 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 blah. Alright, that's not what I'm talking about. John Buttman. Several different forms. Interviewing, okay. A sexual... Here it is. Definition number 4. Alright, guys. Gonzo. A sexual act where a male puts his balls over the partner's eyes and the shaft hangs down the nose. This resembles the popular Muppet Gonzo. This definition is from 2005, and it has way more dislikes than likes. I don't know what that's about, because it's hilarious. But also, it's a pretty crappy sex position. Like, what do you gain from that? It's like saying, let's do a sex position where I put my hand over your face. Like, what sexual pleasure do you really get from that? I don't know, but... What gave you the idea of the coworker being a Tusken Raider? That's actually a really good... that's a good question. So there's a couple of factors that played into that decision. One of them was, alright, I'm making a character who doesn't have a face. This character needs to either be wearing a mask or their mouth needs to be wide open so I don't have to do any friggin' mouth animation. There's too many characters with closed mouths who I have to do mouth animation for. So Mickey Mouse is going to be a big character in this episode. And this kitty cat is going to be a main character in the episode. And whoever Obi's coworker is, for the original draft of the script, I just wrote coworker, and I was like, maybe I'll put in Druggy, maybe I'll put in a character we already know, or maybe it'll be a new character. And then as I got closer to animating it and realizing how much dialogue there was in the episode, I realized, okay, whoever this character is, this is my opportunity to put in a character with a mask on, or like a Mickey Mouse type character with a big cartoony plastic molded head, not a standard Lego face. So I don't have to do mouth animation. So that was part of the decision. And from that motivation, I came up with, let's do a Tusken Raider. Because you expect a Tusken Raider to sound like, make the Tusken Raider sound, or be like, hi, Obi, I'm a Tusken Raider. Like, you'd almost expect that. But it's funny because he has a totally normal voice. And that was kind of a little bit of the joke there with that character. So I had fun coming up with that. I thought that worked pretty well. You did a great job on that, by the way. You gave me like the perfect, like, I'm a regular guy voice, and it sounded so funny coming out of like the weird Tusken Raider mask that you wouldn't expect that voice to come out of. And it also works in the story itself because they're on set shooting a movie, like an Obi-Wan movie. So obviously they hired someone to play the Tusken Raider, and he's just wearing the costume. He's not actually a Tusken Raider, but he's wearing the costume, and we're hearing the actor under the costume talking to Obi-Wan. So that's the whole briefing on the Tusken Raider bit from last episode. Thanks for giving the definition of the gonzo. Yeah, probably shouldn't leave this on screen. I should probably take this off here. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. Search up munging. Something makes me really scared of that and makes me not want to. So I apologize, but I'm kind of scared to look that up. I thought it was funny that the Tusken Raider was very well spoken. Yeah, that's where I was coming from. I appreciate that you got that. That kind of the juxtaposition of such a weird, animalistic, primal Tusken Raider mask, and we're used to them sounding really guttural and like animalistic, and to have just to be like guy to be like, hey, you want to go to the restaurant down the street? I think that worked pretty well. Ramsey, can you do your Yoda impression? Oh man, that's tough. Let me try. Burn his house down, you must. Burn his house down, you must. There's like a couple of you can do Kermit the Frog Yoda, like the Force is with you. You can go goofy, or you can go like the more serious, like earnest Yoda, and just be like, begun, the Clone Wars have, and like, I'm not doing it justice because my throat's dry, and I would need to, that's one of the voices I would need to warm up to do. Mickey Mouse had so many lines in the last episode, and you could hear my voice starting to just fall apart if you go back and watch the episode. The further we go into the episode, the more my Mickey Mouse voice just falls apart, because I made the mistake of doing the voices of Mickey Mouse screaming about not wanting the cat in the movie. I did those way too early on in the recording session, and then when I got back to doing the Mickey voices later in the episode, my voice was just fried from screaming those lines a couple of times, and it was like pretty crazy. Okay, so the stream is buffering and we missed the last couple of 20 seconds. Oak99 says, it couldn't help but notice that this season of Motel is very Obi-centric. Is this intentional or a coincidence? It's a little bit of both, to be honest. It's really just the fact that a lot of the previous seasons have been Mace Windu centric. Season 4 had a good balance. It only had 4 episodes in it, so I mean, you couldn't really cover that much of each character, but it had a pretty decent balance. But I think seasons 3 and 2 were like pretty even between Mace and Obi, if not leaning toward Mace, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. I'm sure Oak99 will know better than me, because you were just binge watching them a lot, and I haven't seen the older Lego Motels in a while. I've seen the first 5 recently, but season 2 and 3 are a blur for me, dude. To be honest, like I don't remember a whole lot from them. I remember broad strokes what happens, but it's all kind of a blur. So I do remember a couple of those seasons being very Mace Windu heavy. The Fast and Fried thing, you have Mace Windu kind of investigating Fast and Fried, and like very Mace Windu heavy episodes where he gets a lot of the heavy lifting and he gets the hero jokes, he gets the big jokes of the episode, from what I remember. So I wanted to do a season where we change the focus a little bit to Obi-Wan, because he's got the funnier face and it's easier to write jokes for him, for me right now. When I think of stuff, it's harder to write jokes for someone who's got all of his shit together like Mace Windu. It's harder to write jokes for someone like that. Pardon my French. With Obi-Wan, he's just a total idiot. So it's easier to write funny situations and put him in. Yeah, obviously, when you're really stupid like Obi, you're going to run into funny situations and like crazy things are going to happen to you. So that's where I was coming from, where it's just like, what is our biggest potential for comedy here? And it's probably Obi-Wan. So that's how I approached it. Like, when my mind goes to what we can do for a new episode of Lego Motel, it's really, Indy has been coming into the lexicon. The Indiana Jones character has been growing as the season progresses. He's getting more funny things to do. But really, Mace Windu is the straight man. He's the character that balances out all the craziness of the rest of the cast. And everyone else aside from Mace Windu is just varying shades of stupid. They're different. You know, Batman is like completely an idiot. Obi-Wan is pretty stupid. Indiana Jones is like on the borderline. He's basically stupid. And then it goes on from there. Palpatine is stupid, but he's smart in some ways. Mickey Mouse is just a huge scumbag, and he's kind of stupid. Like, when he's directing the movie, he doesn't even know how to give the actors directions. Like, he's stupid in that way, but he's smart in the sense that he knows how to screw people over and be a scumbag. So it's a gradient, you know, and some characters like Obi and Indy and Batman fall all the way on the back here on the stupid end of the spectrum, and then you got people who are like smart to the point where they're like really smart in one area and like dumb at everything else, like characters almost like Mickey and Palpatine. So I try to create that kind of somewhat of a sense that there is a gradient of the characters, and right in the middle is Mace Windu, who is the perfect balance of, yeah, he does some stupid stuff, but for the most part he's just like smart and he's got his stuff together. So that's where I come from with that. What do you think of me and my cousin's comment? Jordan Wright, let me see. Jordan Wright says, me and my cousin were talking about the future of your Lego Motel, and we think Mario Bros. And Mushroom Kingdom in it. I'd love that. I'm a huge fan of Nintendo stuff. I don't know how I would go about that, to be honest. I feel like someone brought that up. Maybe I'm just psychic, but I feel like in a previous stream someone brought up doing Mario stuff in Lego Motel. I don't remember, but I vaguely remember someone bringing that up, and I remember my instant thought is, I love it, but how? You know what I mean? So I would have to, maybe I'd get like the Mega Bloks Mario figures. That might be the way to go. But yeah, so this season is pretty Obi-centric. He's easier to write funny stuff for. And like I always say, I'm chasing the most rich potential for humor per episode. I'm talking about this stupid series like it's like something actually like important or whatever. Like I'm winning Oscars over here. It's just my goofy little Lego Motel series. But I do take it seriously. I try to make it as good as I can within the time limits. And Obi is the biggest source of humor that I can find. So to have everything kind of rotate around him is the best way to do it. Is the stream lagging again? I feel like the stream just lagged. Well, I'm sorry if the stream is lagging. I don't have much control over that. But Lego MOTEL. That might be a good thing to call it. For if we have like a Mario episode, like a special Mario episode, that'd be a good thing to call it. That's a good idea. Oak99 says the sad thing is that people like Motel Mickey actually exist in real life. They really do. It's sad. Yeah, they're people that are just, they're not smart, but they're just street smart enough to screw over their fellow man. And I think he represents a sinful human being, you know, a deplorable individual who's just willing to screw people over, like for their own gain, regardless of what the effects are in the world around them. Like Mickey Mouse is just, he'll fire someone over losing 5 ticket sales, and like he just cares about his own Mickey Mouse bottom line, you know, like screw you, I'm getting the money, haha. You know, that's his whole attitude, and it's a little bit of a satire on Disney. It's a spoof on the whole perception that a lot of people have of Disney right now and the way they've handled things like Star Wars and other IPs. Not everybody agrees on that. I'm kind of in the middle, but I think there's a solid amount of people that find the Mickey Mouse character in Lego Motel a fun representation of the most extreme perception of Disney right now and the state of Disney and the way they're handling things like Star Wars. The Archbiscuit says, do the Palpatine voice. Where am I? Why am I doing this voice? I need a sponge bath. There's probably a Mario knockoff Lego. Yeah, probably, actually. I'll check eBay some other time and see what I can find. Okay, so Oak99 is our top Lego Motel analyst, and he's come back to us with some data. Alright, he says Season 2 is pretty balanced between Obi and Mace. Then Season 3 does shift more toward Mace. Then Season 4 is balanced again, and now shift more toward Obi. We've found a perfect balance then. I think we've found it, because it's went balanced, Mace, balanced, Obi. So next season is going to be balanced again, based on our analyst's projections. Oak99 is the official Lego Motel analyst. Check him out. He's a great guy. The Archbiscuit wants me to do the Palpatine voice. I already did that. Okay, so will the cat be sticking around? So the cat's not a huge character in the next couple of episodes, but you will see the cat. I don't remember if the cat is in the next episode, but he's definitely in the one after that. And it's a she, by the way. The cat is a she. Her name is Kitty. That is canon. Not that it really matters. It's a cat, but like, let's get it right. You know what I mean? We don't want to misgender the cat. So she'll be definitely in the one after next week. Next week is an episode about C-3PO and R2-D2. Good comment that transitions us into next week's episode, talking about that a little bit. Next week's episode is going to be about the droids, R2-D2 and C-3PO. We'll see the main cast in there, but that's really just at the beginning and a little bit at the end. They're a launch pad to get the droids off onto their own story for the episode. And it's probably going to be on the shorter side. But then again, I always say that, and then it ends up being 7 or 8 minutes. So we'll see what happens. But next week's episode is fun. The way it's structured is I talked about this back way like 5 weeks ago when I was animating the season. I talked to you guys about this. I don't know if any of you guys here were from that stream, but next week's episode is the one I was talking about, where I said I wanted to do an episode this season. That's kind of like Adventure Time once in a while, where you're watching Adventure Time and all the episodes are like funny and goofy, and then you get to one episode that just punches you in the balls and just makes you cry, and you're like, why did you do that? This is supposed to be funny. Why am I sad? Next week's episode, that's what I'm going for. And the first half of the episode is hilarious, and then the second half of the episode, maybe the last third of the episode, I guess I'd say, is like sad. It's like kind of like, I don't want to say depressing, but it's like, it just makes you feel bad, like, for the droids. And I don't want to say too much more than that, but you just like feel bad for the way they're treated, and like, it's just sad. And there is a little bit of a happy, hopeful ending, but like, it's kind of sad as well. And like, if you cry, I won't blame you, and if you don't, I also won't blame you, because it's not that sad. But it's like, if you do cry, I won't call you names, because it's sad. And that, I think we all get that it's sad. I've said that enough times. Whatever happened to Mace Windu's girlfriend? They broke up. She might be back. I don't know. That's easy question, easy answer. Is there an emotional death in Lego Motel? No, I'm not killing off any characters next week, but it is sad. It's gonna be sad. Like, it's like there's a character that has a lot of faith in another character or two, and then they really get let down at the end. Even though they just had so much trust and they really they have undying, like a puppy dog has love for their owner. It's like a character who has immovable love. And when someone else is trying to doubt them and say, no, that person doesn't actually care about you, this character says, no, you know what? I care about these people, and I'm gonna stand by them. And they let him down in the end. And it's like, I really shouldn't be giving too much of this away, because it really works when you see it the first time. It's gonna hit you, hopefully. I'm sure some people won't, it'll just be like, oh, okay, the second half of this episode's not funny. All right, bye. Some people will have that reaction, I'm sure. But since you guys connect with my sense of humor so much, and every time I think a joke is funny, you guys end up loving it, I think the thing that I think is sad, you will also think is sad. And I think I think we're on the same brainwave. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. It's going to be a touching moment. That one character will have an optimistic, hopeful ending, and one character will be really let down in a really sad way. Can't wait to see your dramatic acting. Yeah, I mean, the acting, because they're droids, the acting won't be that dramatic, but the story around them will be dramatic. It was, and maybe not even dramatic is the best word. It's just sad. That's the best. It's just sad. You're gonna watch that and just be like, damn. Okay, let me go watch one of the other episodes so I can actually laugh for a few minutes. Jeez, that was a bummer. Nobody dies though. I'm not just like Obi-Wan just dies, falls on a spike or something. No, that's not gonna happen. But we headed to the Discord this stream, my man. Yeah, no, we absolutely are. So we're about an hour into the stream right now. I want to jump over to the new episode of Lego Motel and look at a couple of the most thoughtful comments and just kind of put a spotlight on those for a minute. And then we will jump into the Discord and have a nice chat with some of our Discord members. In the meantime, while I open this up, let's just link you the Discord again. Anybody who's not in the Discord yet, you can make a Discord account fairly quickly if you're so inclined, and you can join the Discord via the link I just posted in chat. I'm happy to have you in there. As soon as I see a new person join, I'm going to give them a role so that they can join the voice chat. So we will be doing that very soon. Nobody dies. That's a big spoiler. Yeah, because we all know everybody goes into Lego Motel thinking, oh, who's going to die in this one? It's like Game of Thrones. Oh, who's it going to be this time? That's just the kind of show it is, I'd compare Lego Motel to the regular show. Well, I appreciate that. The regular show's fantastic. So I'm really grateful that you would put it in the same category. So thank you very much. Okay, so there was one comment by JTH Studios that I saw pop up, and I went to it to give it a heart, and I just can't find it. Here, let me show you. It's here somewhere. JTH Studios comment. It's right here. Well, I'll read the comment because as soon as I click on it, it disappears. I don't know if it got deleted or I checked my spam folder. It wasn't marked as spam. I don't know what happened to JTH Studios comment, but I want to heart it. I want to give it the heart, but I can't. But it's a really nice comment. Something about the pacing of this episode made it feel like an actual episode of TV, and then Kitty should stick around. So 100% agree, Kitty should stick around, and I'm planning an episode probably for season 6 called Kitty's Big Adventure, and it'll be a Kitty episode. It'll just be a Kitty episode. You know what I mean? Well, the thing is, usually when someone deletes their comment, the notification goes away. And it's a nice comment, and it's a totally good comment. I don't know why he would delete it. Maybe it was an accident. I certainly didn't delete it. If I did, the notification would go away. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, there's going to be a Kitty episode. Not anytime soon, probably in season 6, but there's going to be an episode called Kitty's Big Adventure. It's in development, okay? And it's Kitty goes outside, leaves the apartment, and goes on her own adventure, and she meets other cats, and she gets involved in some really serious stuff, but she's just a cat. so she can't exactly understand what's going on, but she does make a difference, you know what I mean? But she's just a cat, you know? Something about the pacing of this episode made it feel like an actual episode of TV. Okay, so responding to that, I think that's a great observation, because this episode is like the first Lego Motel in a while that's like 8.5 minutes long. The last one that was like 10 minutes long or whatever was the War of the Ring one. That one was 10 minutes long. And since then, we really haven't had an episode even close to that length, I'm pretty sure. But this one is. This one's almost that length. And if I had not cut out the dialogue that I had, just extraneous dialogue that we just didn't need, it wasn't funny enough to stay in the episode, and it was just stretching out all the scenes. I cut about another minute, maybe a minute and a half of dialogue from this episode. And, you know, stretch out a couple awkward pauses a little bit more. We would have had a 10-minute episode. But I didn't want to do that. Dude, I got copyrights claimed up to wazoo on this one anyway, so the 10 minutes having more ads wouldn't have made a difference for me. I got hit for the Lord of the Rings music, I got hit for Big Papa, and I got hit for the Star Wars music at the beginning. I got the triple threat, dude. As soon as the video uploaded, before it went public, like, I scheduled the upload, and then I checked it in my video list, and it was like, ineligible for monetization, claimed, and I was like, who claimed it? Which song? I thought I only used like 10-15 seconds of each song, right? All three of them. I only used, 10 seconds of Lord of the Rings music? Claimed. So like I said in a previous stream, like, they'll claim your stuff even if it's under 30 seconds, even if it's under 20 seconds. They'll claim your stuff if it's 10 seconds. The key to not getting claimed is having dialogue and sound effects over the music. That'll help you a lot, because then it's harder for the algorithm to pick up the music. Okay, so but to answer this, the episode is 8 minutes long. It's our first episode that's like close to the 11-minute mark. It's like only a few minutes away from 11 minutes, and 11 minutes is the standard cartoon length for like a 2 episodes per 25-minute, you know, slot on TV, like something like The Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, stuff like that. Those are standard 11-minute per episode shows. So this episode came close to the standard length of a real cartoon. So, and I'm, you know, I write professionally, like scripts, like TV and movie stuff. So I was able to put in actual television cartoon structure into the episode. So it's actually really astute that JTH Studio noticed that this feels like the pacing makes it, he's saying the pacing feels like a real episode of TV. And it does, because it's, the closer I get to that 11-minute standard cartoon length, the more I can adhere to that very tested, you know, time-tested structure that works. A lot of cartoon makers, the most famous ones, like I think Disney and Cartoon Network and stuff, they're very strict about some of their shows, depending on the type of show, that a cartoon needs to, I think it's Nickelodeon actually, is very strict about cartoons being 11 minutes. A cartoon episode should be 11 minutes and no more, and because that's how, you know, all the old Mickey Mouse episodes were 11 minutes, and that's what worked best for them. So, Volt Equinox with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. This is just for support. Love you, man. I love you too, dude. That means so much to me. You guys are making my day with these super chats. Like, this is so fulfilling to just have people who like my stuff enough to pull off a couple of bucks and just to say thank you. Like, that's like amazing. I'm so thankful every day, honestly. Like, I know I take long breaks from my YouTube channel, and that's not great, but I get busy sometimes, and my creative focus needs to go to other work that I'm getting paid for, so I can't put those creative juices into YouTube. But right now I have time to do that for the next foreseeable future until I go back to finish my degree. And for the time being, I'm going to focus on my channel as much as it deserves, as much as you guys deserve, and just for me, because I enjoy it. But I have such a deep sense of satisfaction that there are people like you, Volt Equinox, and Chewbacca Charlie, and like someone as awesome as the Action Brick. You know, these are the types of people that watch my stuff and like look forward to the next thing I'm making. Like, there's like a solid group of people who actually look forward to the next thing I'm making, and like that, I can't put into words how like thankful I am for that. So thank you guys so much. Not to get all sappy like for too long, but I will never be able to thank you guys enough, like just for being who you are, and for liking who I am and the stuff that I make. So I really appreciate that. I can't stress that enough. The super chat is just a little symbol of that, and I like thank you so much. Like, that's awesome. Big Papa was an appropriate song for the ending. You know what? You know where that came from? I was kicking myself because as soon as Yerfaqued came out, like a day or two later, I realized, like, dude, I should have ended Yerfaqued with the Big Papa song. Like, I was kicking myself, dude, for days. And then I realized with this episode, there was another joke about the Gonzo coming up. I had written that, fairly recently. And then I realized, wait a minute, we're bringing back the Gonzo joke. What if Obi then calls him Big Papa? So I added that to the script. And then I was like, okay, we brought back Big Papa, that joke. Now we can finally do what I should have done in Yerfaqued and end with the Big Papa song. So I got my Big Papa end credits music finally that I was kicking myself for not doing in the season premiere. So that's great. Are we going to see the Gonzo in action? Yes. Next episode. Get ready. The Gonzo. Probably not, to be honest. Like, maybe. I was thinking about in one of the Lego Motel episodes, maybe the next Harry Potter one, I was thinking about, I have a sexual joke lined up for that episode, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but it's so funny. Like, it's a blowjob joke where you see someone getting a blowjob right off screen. Like, you don't actually see it, but it's implied. Like, you hear it for a minute, and it's like, it's so funny, but I don't know if that's too far. I'm probably just gonna do it because it's so funny, and like, I don't want to give away what it is, but it's like, I'm not going to tell you what it is, because when you see it, it's like, a lot of you guys share my sense of humor, obviously. If it's as funny as I think it is, this is going to be an amazing joke. It's a great joke. I don't want to give it away, but it's like a sexual joke. I think that's as far as I would go, would be like a blowjob happening just below the frame, and you kind of hear the sound of the blowjob. I think that's as far as I would go. I don't know if I would actually show someone putting their make little clay balls and a shaft with clay and stick it onto a figure and have him like put that on another figure's face. I don't think I would do that. But now that I talk about it, I'm getting ideas. I don't think I would do that though. JFK, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Me watches Lego Motel 50 times. That's amazing. Something with wands. It's a blowjob joke. It's not with wands, but now that you bring up wands, I'm getting ideas again. Don't do this to me. The Lego wands in the new Harry Potter sets look like wee-wees. I'm just saying. They got the shaft and then they got the balls at the end. It's just an observation. Do what you will with that. You know, we're moving on. Next topic. Yeah, that's too risky for YouTube. Actually, like, showing a sexual act with Legos is like, I might get my channel striked if I do that. So I don't want to do that. But CNR Studios commented on the new Lego Motel. This video is incredible and funny. 9 out of 10. Woo! That's a high rating, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, no, the Action Bricks comment was amazing. That made my day, actually. That's a great comment. Just finished episode 28. Love the new season, Ramsey. Patrick Carroll, that's my buddy. That's one of my real life buddies, dude. What's up, Patrick Carroll? We gotta hang out. We honestly, we need to hang out soon. I really appreciate that you watch my Lego stuff because it's just so ridiculous. But I'm glad you like it, and thank you so much, man. It's great to see you in the chat. That just made my heart sing, seeing you in the chat, dude. I genuinely miss you, and we should hang out. Chewbacca Charlie says, the day of my trumpet exam, I rewatched episodes 1 to 7 of Lego Motel for some reason instead of practicing. Alright, dude. Hey, it's your time, man. Use it how you're going to use it. But, no, I appreciate CNR Studios' new comment on the video. I'm going to give that a heart immediately. Let me just refresh this so I can see it. We go to new comments. Yeah, so if you guys haven't left like a comment or liked the new Lego Motel or whatever, I always appreciate that. Go and check it out. I try to read all the comments, and if it's any kind of nice, I will give it a heart and maybe respond. So thank you so much to everyone who does that. To be fair, Forest Fire did show a couple of blurred out naked minifigs. Yeah, I guess I could blur it out. But I don't have any jokes lined up where you see private parts, you know what I mean? I have the just off screen blowjob joke, and that's all. I think that's as far as I would go. But if I ever do need some naked jokes, I would just blur it out. Yeah, I think that would be the way to go. Oh crap, I just exited out of this. I need to go back and read more thoughtful comments. All right, Star Wars Studio, I like that guy. He's got a great channel. It's always good to see him. One of the best Lego motels, says Zach Smith. I'm putting that on the poster with like the little leaf thing that you get for winning a festival. Zach Smith from YouTube says one of the best Lego motels ever. Harambu had a great observation. I don't know if you're in the chat, dude. Yeah, you are. Harambu is in the chat. You had a great comment, dude. Wait, is that the cat from Windu Unchained? Yes, that's something I thought Oak99 was gonna point out, but maybe you just noticed it and didn't say anything. But Harambu pointed out that I brought back the cat from Windu Unchained, and there's a little bit of a funny story there. So, in Windu Unchained, Obi-Wan meets a cat in an alleyway, and he's like, "Oh my God, look, a cat," or something like that. And then we cut to the cat, and it goes meow, and then the episode ends. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what happens. It's all a blur, but I'm pretty sure that's what happens. And also, my plan was to have the kitty episode was going to be after that. It wouldn't have been the same plot, but I've always, for years now, I've wanted to do an episode where Obi finds a stray cat and they become best friends. And that's been cooking for a long time. And finally, I got the opportunity to do that with the latest episode. So the Windu Unchained ending with that cat was supposed to be an introduction to that cat who was supposed to be a big character. And then I just never did it. I got ideas for other stuff, and I just never got around to it. And now we finally did it. So we come full circle. The Action Brick said, I really liked the way this episode wrapped up, and there were lots of hilarious, well-delivered lines, both scripted and improv. What the fuck was in that chicken? Yeah, that was Airborne Productions line, and he commented below, I never found out what was in it. Great comment. Let me like that. So, that's a great observation. The wrap-up was something I spent a lot of time on for this episode. I wanted to make sure... I wasn't 100% sure I could think of a funny way to wrap it up, because I knew the last seconds of the episode were going to be Obi-Wan realizing that the cat was behind the couch and he just didn't check behind the couch. And I didn't think that was funny enough to end the episode on, but it was the best I had. You basically, like, unless I spent another week on the episode figuring out the funniest possible ending, which I didn't... the episode would have been 2% better for another week's work. So it wasn't worth it. So the ad ending was fine. The ending where he finds the cat, that's fine. So what I wanted to do was I was like, this is the episode to wrap up the Obi-Wan Mace Windu feud, the civil war between Mace Windu and Obi-Wan that we set up in the first episode of the season. This was the episode to wrap that up and to have the whole moment where Mace Windu's like, you know what, we're even. People think you're a racist. They think I'm a rapist. So we're even. You ruined my career. I ruined your career. Let's be friends again. And I thought that was like an interesting, sweet way to go with it. So Obi was showing Han a picture of a cat on his phone, and then he turned around and saw a cat and said, hey, look, a real cat. Exactly. That's Oak99, everybody. Our official Lego Motel story and continuity analyst. Reference him for all of your continuity needs. What gave you the idea for Lego Motel? That's a question I get asked pretty often. It's just, I always wanted to make a sitcom style show. Like, what's a good example? Like something like Family Guy or Futurama or South Park. Or I loved all of those types of shows. Even stuff like Seinfeld or even like Roseanne or even like Full House, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Those types of shows, I've always watched. Shows like Scrubs, where you have a goofy cast of characters and they all do stupid things and every episode is funny because of it. I always wanted to do a show like that, so I came up with one, and I used the minifigures I had. I had Star Wars stuff, and I had Indiana Jones stuff, and I had some random Batman stuff, and I was, okay, let's use that. That's great. And I was very inspired by Forest Fire 101's sense of humor, so that played into it as well, and that gave me the idea to do a funny Lego thing. And then all those shows like Scrubs and Family Guy and South Park and Futurama, those were swimming around in my head at the time. That's stuff I was watching a lot, and it all came together to make Lego Motel. Will there be a Lego Resort episode? No, we're sticking with the motel. We could do Resort, but I think we're sticking with Motel. But we'll see. It could be interesting. You're right. Ramsey looks like Babu. What are you talking about, Babu, man? What do you mean? What do you mean, dog? Get out of here with that Babu stuff. I'm just kidding. But seriously, who is Babu? I have no clue. Lego 5-star hotel. That might be a funny one-off thing, just like a parody of Lego Motel where they're staying somewhere really nice. But okay, let's just check a few more of these thoughtful comments, and then we'll jump into getting a big... Oh, Babu from Seinfeld. I guess I do look a little bit like him. Did you figure out what's going to happen to Batman? Oh, I know what's going to happen to Batman. I just don't know what episode I'm going to do it in. It's going to have to be in an episode I haven't shot yet, because the next 2 episodes don't have Batman in them. I'm going to spoil that, because it's not a spoiler to say it's not going to have this in it. I don't think, at least. What do you think this is, Jurassic Park franchise? That's funny. I know what's going to happen to Batman. I'm pretty sure I do, and he'll probably be back in the series 3 episodes from now. He'll probably be in the Nick Fury episode. Maybe he'll be the subplot. I still have to work out the kinks of that script before I get going on that. I feel like a cartoon showrunner these past few weeks, where I'm just like, okay, we're working on animation on this one. We're doing editing on this one. We're writing the script on this one. We're planning our next episode. We have to hit this deadline, even if it's not fully ready. This 70% is good enough. You know, I feel like a real cartoon showrunner. This is good practice. Maybe someday I'll get to be, but I can't draw. I'm not good at drawing, so I might not get the job, guys. Happening. What's going on, Incredible Brick Productions? It's good to see you in the chat, dude. Even though it sounded like you're ironically mocking me, I'll still take that title and take it with pride. I'm not, dude. I'm genuinely not mocking you. You are. It is a funny thing to say, but I do genuinely mean it. Like, you know, at this point, just because I haven't seen a couple of the seasons in a long time, you know Lego Motel better than I do. And I'm not patronizing you. I'm not mocking you. Like, you're genuinely, if anybody has questions about the canon or the storyline of the previous Lego Motel seasons, Oak 99 is the guy to go to. Because if you ask me, I'm going to pretend like I didn't read your message yet and then go watch the episode you're talking about because I don't fully remember, you know. But Oak 99, he probably knows right off the top of his head any question you might have. Nick Fury and Batman as great rivals. Yeah, exactly. Ramsey, do I like Borat? Yeah, I love all of Sacha Baron Cohen's stuff, dude. Except the Brothers Grimsby, not his best work, but it's still a pretty funny movie. Everything Sacha Baron Cohen does, I think, is awesome. Even when he played Pirelli in Sweeney Todd, I thought he was amazing. I love everything that guy does, including Borat. I think Borat's hilarious. I just watched Bruno the other day. That's still hilarious, and I've been meaning to watch Borat again. Chewbacca Charlie says, I respect the amount of actors you gather for Lego Motel. The actors playing Mace, Obi, and Yoda look exactly like the original actors. Yeah. I don't fully understand your comment, but yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. But, okay, so I'm going to drop the Discord link in the chat one more time. This is your kind of last call to join the Discord if you want to be part of the group call. For those of you who want to jump into the voice channel right now and get ready and just kind of be there in advance, go ahead and try to do me a favor and make sure that you're using headphones, or that you at least don't have your volume up too high on your computer, because we don't want a bunch of echo. We don't want to hear the stream playing through your microphone. We don't want to hear what other people are saying echo through your speakers and create this horrific feedback loop. So if you have access to headphones, please use them, and if not, just try to do what you can to keep your volume down or your microphone away from your speaker, or whatever you can do to make sure that you're not creating an echo that makes it hard to listen to the chat. So I just dropped the Discord link. Anyone who hasn't joined the Discord yet, feel free to join. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We have 31 people in the Discord. Did someone new join? Let me check. Members. Someone joined and doesn't have a role yet? No, everyone's got a role. Okay, I'm just making sure. Just wanted to make sure. Alright, so here's the Discord. Again, shout out to the Action Brick and Airborne Productions, who were very prominently featured in this past episode of Lego Motel. You guys are awesome. That's a sick meme, dude. What's up, Ramsey Stream? Nice. Real-time subscriber count. Why are you linking that, man? You just trying to watch it go down? Every time I upload a new Lego Motel, I gain 3 subscribers and then lose 2. Yeah, it just happened again. I was up to 89, and now I'm back down to 87. You can't win. To gain subscribers, I'm going to have to make a Lego Batman and Lego Boba Fett. That's the only way to gain subscribers in this world. Lego Motel ain't cutting it, guys. But I'm still gonna make them. But it's just not a great way to gain subscribers. But that's an aggressive move, linking my subscriber count in my Discord. Hook up that Discord, the Social Blade link, dude, so we can watch his Discord. We can watch his YouTube channel. Lose subscribers. All right. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the voice call fairly soon. What I'm gonna do right now, just make sure nobody new is joining. Feel free to join the Discord now. Kind of last call, so I can give you a role. I'll probably be monitoring it during the call, but so what I need to do is put on my headset and then get that going. So unplug my speakers. I'm gonna plug in my headset real quick. Try not to knock down my green screen while I'm doing it. It's like right behind me. And we'll be taking calls. You will get your subs back. Yeah, dude, that's what happens. I just learned not to look at my subscriber count anymore, because it's like YouTube. Just I lose 2 subscribers, and then I gain 1, and then I lose 1, and then I gain 3, and then I lose 2, and then by the end of the week, I've gained 3. You know, nothing's changed. You know, it's so checking it is just an unnecessary masturbatory act that causes stress. And I don't do it. I make funny Lego Motels that make me laugh, and that's good enough for me. I don't need to check the subscriber count too often. I check it, you know, when I upload a new Lego Motel, I see a nice little bump, and then my Boba Fett fans see that a new Lego Motel's out, and then they unsub. But we'll get them back, guys. We'll be making more Boba Fett soon. We'll get those. We'll win them back. We'll win back their hearts, and their minds, and their brains. I don't need the mic for this. Let me just plug in the earphones. Okay. So we got a bunch of people in the voice chat. We're just about ready to join. When did I start YouTube? I started YouTube, I think, in February of 2009. 2009 was when I started this channel. I started YouTube, I think, a year before that. I had a different channel called Tangled Pictures, and I made, like, ridiculous videos with my friends, like parodies of Saw. I hate that Social Blade gives channels grades. Like, WTF is that? How is that good for anybody? Yeah, I mean, it's a good at-a-glance way to tell how well a channel's doing, for sure. But it's pretty unnecessary, if you ask me. Nick Lego, we've been waiting for you, man. Welcome to the chat, bro. It's great to see you. But all right, one more thing I want to talk about. I'll jump into the voice channel when I talk about this, because I'll jump into the voice channel right now, but there's something I want to talk about as well, about YouTube's algorithm and the way they count works. Nick Lego's at work. Nice, bro. I don't know why I'm doing that voice just for you, but I am. So you should feel special, and I'm jumping into the voice chat right now. All right, Lego Motel, engage. Okay. What's up, guys?
What's up, I on an iPhone 593?
It's 693. Get it right.
Oh, shucks.
Oh.
No. I'm not a true fan of I on an iPhone 693.
Exactly. All right. So
I was a fan of, what was it, Blue Wizard Productions?
Blue Wizard Productions.
Yeah, the channel was never called Blue Wizard Productions, but that was just a production logo I just randomly made, and then I just started using it on all my videos.
Legit the best logo ever, because like you get a mountain of marshmallows and ice cream, and that's just awesome to see.
Dude,
mixed with
so
Lego
fun
animation.
like that. A lot of people I think underestimate how fun it is to go to the store and buy candy and then not eat it and then make something with the candy. I think that's always fun.
Somebody's stepping on
Like
a
a Lego
waterfall or
animation
something?
with it.
Yes,
I don't know what
somebody is crushing the skull of their enemy right now. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
They're just stepping on potato chips.
That's I think that's the arch biscuit.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
The Yoda guy.
Have you guys noticed? Okay, this is something I wanted to talk about real quick before we go into other topics. So, did you guys notice, for those of you that make YouTube videos, YouTube, like, it lets you know when your video is doing better in various ways. Like, it tells you on the algorithm chart whether your video is getting more views than average in a certain amount of time, or if it's getting more watch time than average in a certain amount of time. And
No, I actually never checked that.
So they do that, and it's pretty helpful. But the watch time one bugs me, because it's like, it's like, hey, good job, your video's getting 60% more watch time than your last video. And I'm like, yeah, but this video's 8.5 minutes and my last video was 1.5 minutes. So yeah,
Exactly.
Ah,
I
don't
know.
get that.
it's
That's a
obviously getting more watch time. Like,
It's a horrible measurement. Like maybe they should increase the percentage of watch time, but
Yeah.
when you have different like varying lengths of videos, it's just not helpful. You know.
It should more link into the audience retention, like how much each person watches, like
I
the
would
percentage
love-
of how much
Exactly.
is watched.
I would love to
Exactly.
see that, to see a percentage of the video, not necessarily how many minutes and seconds, because every video is different.
Yeah.
length. Yeah.
Well, on
Yeah.
the YouTube Studio app, there's an audience retention bar which shows you how much the average percentage that people make it through your video,
Right.
like the average percentage watched. Like on
Yeah.
mine, I've got 84.2% is watched.
Do you guys have the YouTube Studio app?
Yeah,
No.
It's very
That's what it's on.
very helpful, very
Is it
effective.
really?
Yeah, definitely.
It's just YouTube Studio Beta, but on your phone.
Yeah,
No
Yeah.
Oh, really?
How did I
should
not know
get
about
that.
that? I gotta check that
I
out.
don't either. Yeah.
very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here at the analytics
Yeah.
of my YouTube Creator Studio and whatnot, and like I really don't understand this kind of stuff. So if someone could like somehow explain it to me, I mean, if you guys even care to talk about it right now.
Well, so what do you? No, this is interesting. What are you having trouble understanding? Because there's a lot of numbers and charts there. It can be intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just like I'm having trouble understanding what you guys are like talking about.
Oh, the YouTube Studio app? YouTube Studio?
No, about the analytics. I'm looking at all the charts here. Like I see like there's the watch time, the average view duration, the views,
Yeah.
the estimated revenue, which is very low.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking about the silliness of YouTube watch time because it's completely dependent on how long your video is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so like we were looking at the watch time like chart.
YouTube's algorithm also, just to put it in the most simple terms, YouTube will, from what I understand, will push your video out to more of not only your subscribers, but also in the suggested videos sidebar of other videos based on the how high your watch time is. I think the percentage is factored in there, but I think most of it, or at least half of it, is based on just the number of minutes you're getting watched on a video. And so
like you're more likely to get in the suggested if you upload like a 30-minute video.
Yeah, so
Well,
if you make a 1-minute video that's like you've been working on it for years, like Boyhood, and it's like this crazy good 1-minute video, it's probably not going to get pushed out to as many people right off the get-go as a 15-minute video of Trisha Paytas eating 10 pizzas.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a
so
nice allegory for the media.
Dude, that's funny.
I'm looking at the like the pizza slices version of the chart, and so I'm seeing that my most the video that people have been viewing the most lately, the Batman: A Joke to Die for stop motion video I made.
Mm-hmm.
That like my last more like that was my last major like long big project animation on my channel, and that was a video from like last something like I can't even remember when that came out. It was Halloween of 2017. I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
Halloween 2017. So yeah, that's crazy.
I've heard that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I've heard that like the likes and dislikes, like that ratio, it is like not ever relevant in anything.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of scummy. Like I feel like if YouTube really cared about its viewers, then it would have like the algorithm sort of based on like this video is really like highly appreciated by the majority of people, so we should push this. But it seems it's more geared towards watch time and percentages, which yeah, obviously I can see why they want to do that. It's like it's a more money driven thing, but still, some of my videos, like, they're really well liked, but since they don't have a whole lot of views, it doesn't seem that YouTube likes to recommend it a whole lot. So
Well, it's like a TV show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If no one's
Yeah.
watching it, might as well cut the show off the network.
yeah,
What I'm trying to say is like I mean I see I see the like the that percentage and all, but like what I don't get the part with the like how they send you kind of notes or like reviews. Something someone said about Ramsey. I think you said something about they let you know like where you improved and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, I get emails like, "Oh,
Okay.
this is done well," or "This isn't done well."
Okay, I don't get those.
Okay, hang on one sec. People in the chat are saying that my voice is too low, which is weird because usually I'm the loud one. Like I'm obnoxiously loud and you guys are quiet. So let me play
I
with
can
the
hear you
levels
really
a little.
well.
I can hear your voice fine.
Okay. People in the
Yeah.
chat are unanimous that I'm too quiet. Let me know in the chat if I'm sounding a little better. I got a thumbs up from Volt Equinox. I just played with the levels a little bit. We should be about even by now. Sorry about that.
Well, Mike does.
I think we're even.
I'm using the blue snowball,
So
the
they
classic.
send you
Ooh.
emails, you say?
Yeah, I get emails, but like, I don't know.
Okay, that's weird.
Okay, so for the people asking in the chat, here's a link to my Discord. We are in the Discord right now with a bunch of my good friends, fans of the channel.
Thanks, Ramsey.
And people who have my utmost respect on and off the
Oh.
internet, and we're all just having a voice chat in the Discord channel. Anyone who joins the Discord can jump in, so it's kind of a little bit like the Wild West here, but it's not a big Discord, so it works out.
And we're mostly organized here. Like we know, like we're not we're civilized people. We know not to.
This is a civilized discussion.
Yeah, it's a good little community.
Yeah,
That's a good show.
cut people in middle of sentences and something like that most of the time.
Charlie, that car meme, it's really, I love it. Some asshole keyed my car. That's great.
It was so dumb, it's funny.
That's
Whenever I
great.
hear the Action Bricks voice, I'm picturing a Tuscan Raider now.
All right, speaking of, so let me get some feedback from you guys, like things you liked the most this episode, things you didn't like.
I love like your use of locations. How it's sometimes on the movie set and how it's in the restaurant and in the town. And I thought Kitty was a very well developed and 3-dimensional character.
I don't know if anyone's ever seen the what's it called? It's okay, so it's Forest Fire 101's his like Ben Affleck video where he was like, have anyone ever seen that? Or is that just me? He did a video
Seen
where
it.
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
I feel like I like that video because there's like scenes of like a studio, and I really like those parts where you put in your video like the studio parts. That was really cool.
Thanks, man.
I like the most.
That's just me.
What I like the most about this episode is how you captured the like how you joked about the way some directors behave or direct. I guess how sometimes like in the
Who's
context
mowing
of
the lawn, dude?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. They're doing work on my house. I can move.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right.
In the context of the episode, like there's legit you can't see Mickey Mouse like stressing out or something like that, but like usually when movie directors even like it's mostly amateur directors, they don't know how to direct, like they don't know like what they want you to do. I like that you just that you captured that in the episode and that you kind of joked about it. So yeah, be a little like better, like more good and less bad.
Yeah, that was fun to
It's
do.
kind of funny as well. I think it's really funny.
It's really funny, yeah.
I was
I
yeah.
I love the Short Round's dad, and I was like, you like to rape little boys.
Would you like to rape a little boy?
He's the most fun I've ever had voicing a character.
I don't know
by the way.
why.
I laughed out loud at that part.
I just got
One
done
thing I'll say
watching
about that,
Cobra
yeah.
Kai, and I just thought of Mr. Miyagi when I saw him on screen. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he is Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, he looks like
I
him.
was so happy when Indy called back to the Finding Nemo joke.
Yeah.
That was really funny too.
That was amazing.
I understood that reference.
Right.
One thing I noticed is that
Mhm.
when you introduced like when when Short Rounds speaks for the first time, he says he doesn't pronounce the L's. So I kind of I noticed that you were joking about that, but then when he said I hear you like raping little kids, he did actually pronounce the L in the little. So what's up with that?
Well, because
But no,
the
that's
It's
nitpicking.
continuity error.
no, that's well, in a way you're right, but I think
Middle.
from my personal research, I've noticed that people with that type of accent, they are inconsistent. Sometimes they pronounce the L for certain words that they
Okay.
learned, and other times they just don't. They either forget to or they just learn the word differently, or So
Okay.
it's possible.
I wonder how often like major directors have to confront like fans asking them about their plot holes. Like imagine how awkward that would be. It's just like, yeah, well, made a mistake there. Next question,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I'm sure Ryan
If I ever
Johnson has
meet-
seen a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
if I
just-
meet Ryan
I-
Johnson,
Almost
I
that's what I'm
feel
just-
gonna
sorry
talk
for the
about.
guy, but at the same time, he had it coming.
I just watched
Yeah.
Breaking. He directed a Breaking Bad episode.
Yeah,
yeah,
The
Fly.
that
Oh,
one,
yeah.
that's one of my favorites.
You
It's a
liked
good
that
one.
episode, really?
I
thought
think
it was
it's
kind of
great.
awful.
I didn't
I think
really
it's-
like it.
awful.
I didn't
It
like
was
I
it.
like
kind
it
of
'cause
boring for me.
It's different. And
I thought it
the
was.
character
I thought.
stuff.
I mean, I thought it was funny. It's just like it just stands out.
To me, it felt like a
Sore
Walking
thumb.
Dead filler episode.
It
So
is.
just
It's
like, I
Yeah.
didn't care.
it's one of the few Breaking Bad episodes that advances the story almost not at all.
Yeah.
Do you remember
so-
that
I,
better
I
than
think
your
it's
own
more of a
content?
character-driven episode, and I have a
Exactly
massive,
wrong.
Yeah.
I have a massive soft spot.
But
for-
here's the thing. Here's
It
the
is.
thing. What I'm trying to say is Ryan Johnson was given characters and didn't know how to direct them.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's Ryan Johnson's fault. I think because Vince Gilligan is the creator, so he's sort of in charge of all this.
Right.
Didn't he write it? Or I think maybe somebody else wrote
He
it. I don't
wrote
think
it, but
Ryan
but
Johnson.
he directed that episode. Is what I'm saying.
I know, but like as a director, and how much control do you have over your concept and your lines and stuff like that? So,
Yeah.
and to counter that, I guess Ozymandias. You guys know that episode,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Like one of those. That was actually a really good episode.
It's one of the
so
best.
I think he's yeah. I think he's an okay director. It's just that his. Why are we talking about The Last Jedi? This is like.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, okay.
Are we? I thought we were talking about Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
my
Started it.
favorite movie.
I
Yeah. I'm
think-
sorry. I didn't mean.
I don't think he's a bad director. If you look at the direction in The Last Jedi, it's not bad. Like, I think the acting's fine.
No,
for
he's
the
a
most
very
part.
good director. I think most people's
And-
problems are the
Not
writing.
that the acting is
Yeah.
bad. It's not
And
the
Lu-
acting problem. it's the
Looper is a
story.
great movie. If you've seen
Yeah.
Looper, I think that's
Oh
a really
yeah,
good
yeah,
movie.
that is a good movie. Yeah.
It is. But
No, the
um,
acting is not the
yes.
problem. It's just the writing, the story,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that.
I think no matter what you direct, whether you're trying to stir the pot like Ryan Johnson or if you're like a Duncan Jones or whatever, making like a super vanilla movie like the Warcraft movie, which I like, but it is a movie that really doesn't. It's like
It didn't bring anything. Yeah.
it really
Exactly,
was
yeah.
kind of bland, but I enjoy it for what it is. That's besides the point. Regardless of what type of filmmaker you are, or whether you're trying to create controversy, there's gonna be people finding plot holes and like not
Obviously,
understanding
yeah.
what you're going for.
Has anyone seen Glass here? Have we all seen
I'm
Glass?
gonna.
Oh,
I
God.
haven't seen that yet.
I really don't want
Really?
to because I am a massive hater of M. Night
I hated
Shyamalan.
Glass.
I hate him.
Really?
Really?
Why?
I actually hate him because The Visit, The Visit,
The
and
Visit. It's
Avatar,
like
Avatar: The Last Airbender are two of the worst movies I've ever seen. If any of you like them,
Really?
I'm sorry, but really,
I thought it was because
despise
something
The
political or something.
I haven't
No, I
seen
just-
Glass yet.
Huh.
I haven't seen
one of
Glass
my
yet, but
one of my
Have you-
favorite movies from his is Sign.
Visit. But the alien's weakness is water.
It's not about the aliens. The story's about the family.
That's a fair point.
See,
don't
I
like
haven't-
Sign so much.
I haven't watched Glass yet. But I recently just watched for the first time. I've watched Unbreakable and Split, and I think those movies are just brilliant.
I'm not a fan of.
I
Sign.
like Unbreakable. That's a good one.
Split is its own kind of movie. It's a different kind
Yeah.
of movie. It's like I feel like they shouldn't have been interconnected. You know what I mean? Like they're good movies on their own.
it made for a good twist, but yeah, where it ends up going is maybe not the best. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Split
thing,
doesn't really.
though, One thing though, I think Bruce Willis would make an amazing Batman.
He'd make a really good like old grizzled Batman for sure.
Yeah.
He'd make a good
I'd like
like
to see him
mentor.
like as Batman if like they did Batman Beyond.
You know who I don't hate as
Yeah.
Batman? Robert Pattinson, who just got
I don't
cast.
either. I think he's a very interesting
Yeah.
cast.
I
for
think
him.
he'd do a good job. And I think it's stupid how people are still angry about a vampire movie for teenagers from ages ago.
He himself hated it. He even
Yeah.
himself hates it.
Yeah, he was
I-
shitting on it during the press tour for Twilight. Like,
Can't blame him.
yeah.
I'm not gonna jump into conclusions too fast. I just want to see like what he brings to the table, and then, you know, then make my
I'm
mind
not
on it.
entirely familiar with like the Split franchise, but I did see a little bit of the movie Split, and I don't know, it just doesn't really work for me.
Me neither.
I found myself laughing more than being scared, because like you got this
Yeah.
guy and he's like dressing up as a woman and he's bald. I don't know. It's kind of I don't
Yeah.
know. Scared was
I
the
think
last emotion I was feeling.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I
for
also
me.
find myself getting really bored towards the end. Like where
Yeah.
all the girls are like locked up in different rooms in the place, and that old woman is coming. I just find myself getting kind of uninterested.
I
Okay.
feel like horror movies nowadays are just like kind of getting better.
I don't
Is
think that
what-
was meant to be a horror movie. It's a very light thriller, but I don't think it's a horror movie per se. But I legit felt invested in the story and the movie itself. Like, you know, and yeah, the character of what's his face, Kevin. Yeah, I just love James McAvoy's performance in that
Oh.
movie.
Yeah, I kind of feel like James McAvoy's the only one in the movie who can act.
He kind of is.
Yeah.
He actually, yeah, that's actually.
Oh, but like his chemistry with that one chick.
That's an impressionable character. That one chick.
Can you guys remember the
Yeah.
last time a movie like genuinely scared you? Because I struggle to think
Yeah,
of one.
I do.
Okay.
Hitchcock Psycho.
Yeah,
Legit,
that's a scary.
legit
In-
scared
still
me.
scary.
That traumatized
I'm
me.
Yeah.
embarrassed to say this, but Into the Spider-Verse.
What? Which scene?
Why?
Okay. 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 So
No, go ahead.
This
go
is-
ahead.
this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be a funny story. So
Sit down,
me-
guys.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So it
Right.
was my friend's birthday, so we decided to take edibles. And sorry, I don't mean to. I don't know. This is a different kind of story.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. No, I'm sorry. And anyways, so I was like so focused on the screen, and the screen where the spider like glitches out. I'm just like, ah. And I was it kind of raised my heartbeat a bit.
I feel you. You want to hear something
Well,
embarrassing?
That's a jump scare. That doesn't count though.
I'm gonna tell you guys something really embarrassing. I get scared to this day when I play Luigi's Mansion.
Really?
Oh.
Oh my.
Can't blame you, bro.
I play that
okay.
game, dude, and I'm like, I don't
That's
know
the
where the
scariest
ghost is
game
gonna
ever.
come from, and I'm like, dude, I can't do this. I'm too scared.
Oh,
You know,
my-
I get the same thing when I play Minecraft and it's nighttime with all the creepers and the zombies and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I just found out
Or
that
when I'm in a
Minecraft is
cave.
like coming back into
Yep.
like yeah, and like
Definitely
I
is.
didn't know that they like updated a bunch of stuff, so I uploaded, or I didn't upload. I like backed up an old save on my game because I like died. I'm like, no, I want to try everything again with like all the stuff I had.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, Hookshot's in the chat. What's going on, dude?
I think the last thing I got scared of, if any of you've seen Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof, there's a car crash scene that scared
Yes.
me a
Yeah.
lot.
True.
And also Gravity, when they're in space and she's Sandra Bullock is flying around,
Hmm.
completely lost in space. That scared me a bit because I've got a massive fear of heights.
Mm.
I don't think. I mean, the last time I was scared was probably yesterday because I had. Well, no, okay. I went to the. I don't know if anyone knows the Sears Tower in Chicago. I went to the. They have this like little room where you can like walk out onto the glass, and you're basically hovering over 1,500 feet over the city. And all I heard was a little, and I'm just like, nope, I'm jumping off. I'm just like, nah, I gotta get back onto some structurally found flooring. But I haven't been scared since like, what was that last what was that game? Resident Evil, the last Resident Evil game.
Oh, right on. I think someone said a few minutes ago like that horror movies are like they're getting better, right? Someone said that.
I was saying that, yeah. I
Yeah.
was saying like movie. I want to say like Get Out or like Midsummer.
I've noticed that
Um,
too. I feel like I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel like horror movies are getting better
Have you
and-
seen the
and
new
comedy
Halloween?
movies are getting worse.
I agree. That's a
Yeah,
fair
that's.
statement.
I don't know about
feel
horror
like-
movies, but comedy, yeah.
Like
Comedy
it's
is
kinda
like
like
you're
a
not
movie.
allowed to be too funny anymore. Like you have to be like super homogenized and like you can't offend anybody. Try to be funny, but just don't say anything that could
Exactly, yeah.
possibly offend anyone.
You know what I think it is?
Yeah,
I think it's
get
like
that.
it's kind of like the transition, kind of like within like because I want. Okay, this is how I kind of see it. You know, we had like monster movies kind of like in the 50s, leading
Yeah.
into the 60s, and then into the 60s we kind of got more comedy. We kind of got more like funny movies. I want to think like Caddyshack, like
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that. And then eventually we came back to horror in the 80s, and then in the 90s we got more horror, you know, we got more comedy. And then like I said, now it's like getting back. It's kind of like a pendulum almost. It's like getting back to horror.
That's interesting.
I actually thought the Final Destination movies, like the first time I saw one of those, it made me like paranoid for like a few days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
feel
guys have seen those movies, but basically,
I had nightmares of what was that one scene? Oh, it's like the I can't remember which movie it is, but it's the plane scene. I think
Oh,
that might be the
yeah.
first one.
I
Yeah,
think-
that's-
yeah, I think there's a plane scene. Yeah, that is the first one. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think they call back to it in the fifth one. But yeah,
Okay, so Harambu in the chat is saying, "Have you guys seen Interstellar with a scary face, like a scared face? Like technically it's the fearful emoji. Are you trying to say Interstellar's a horror movie? What?
I watched Interstellar with a bored face.
I watched
couldn't-
Interstellar
I
in
couldn't
my physics class, so
I watched it and was like, damn, this cinematography's nice. And then I cried in that one scene where he Skypes his daughter, and then that was pretty much my emotional experience for that movie.
Love is the only thing that transcends space and time.
I was never scared though. I can't say I was scared of it. Maybe
Has
when the
anyone
big wave was
seen,
coming to get him, that was kind of scary. Maybe.
has anyone seen the new Child's Play movie?
No.
I heard it
No.
was bad.
It's interesting. I will say that it's interesting because it's not. I don't want to spoil it, but it's not like the original at all. Like, I mean, it is, but it isn't. Is what I'm trying to say. It's its actually own thing. There's nothing about it that says that will be like, huh, okay, I'm thinking of the original. No, you have like your mindset is like, okay, I want to see where this one keeps going.
Ah.
It's very interesting. I
Huh.
don't know. I like bringing in my 2 cents.
Right on.
Take those.
I'm sorry.
All right, hey
I'll
guys,
take
do you,
those 2 cents.
do you remember how we talked about Ahmet and we were doing the F for Ahmet and the
Oh,
rest in
man.
peace and
Don't
how
remind me.
how
I'm
he
so
he used
upset.
to, don't remind me. Okay, so we talked about this and I like told him about what happened on the stream and how I had to explain what happened, everyone asking where he went and all that, and he ended up making this like GIF about what happened. Like here, it's on my
Wait,
screen.
I'm
right
sorry. I'm not too familiar what happened. with
Basically, Ahmet died.
that. Wait,
I
did he
so I had an
actually?
admin. I had one of my buddies was an admin on the Lego Story Workshop Discord here, and he
Oh,
like
okay.
he goofed up and he like accidentally deleted like a whole channel or whatever because he was trying to he should have renamed it, but he accidentally like deleted it. He was like tired like one
Oh.
night, and then so I was just like, all right, well I don't want to have to worry about that, so I'm gonna take you off admin and I'm just gonna handle the page from now on. And I told, and everyone was asking last week for some reason why he wasn't admin anymore, so I explained that, and then everyone just started writing like F for Ahmet and like rest in peace
Oh.
Ahmet in the chat, and I told him about that and he went and watched the stream and he made this video. I'll link it in the general chat so you guys can watch it too, but I'll also play it on my screen for the stream.
Press F for
Good.
hooks.
Yeah, he changed his name too in the Discord. Oh, he linked it too. Okay, cool.
Okay, that's okay.
I've been watching it. I get a small appearance in it. I like this video.
I remember Ramsey. You made a file for me for an audio, and I'm so disappointed to say that I never use it. Like I never uploaded that video that I used.
Which one was that?
It was okay. So you sent me. Okay, so I asked you to send me like a voiceover for Mace, Obi-Wan, and Commissioner Gordon. Do you remember that?
Shit.
Vaguely.
That was yeah. It was just like, and you were interacting with Batman. That might help you.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
And I never uploaded that, and like,
that's okay.
cause no, I know it's okay, but I just feel bad because I'm like, man, that was actually like what I wrote for you was actually really funnier than anything else that was in the video. So at the time, I was like, wow, I can like monetize off of you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound like that, but just
No,
like,
I
that
get
was
it.
my
I feel
thought.
you.
That was my thought process when I was like 15.
I don't blame you. I'm a pretty hot commodity, dude.
No,
that
I think I
video-
still have it. I just
Wow.
don't have the video.
Right on.
Like,
I've done
I
a
don't-
few. I've worked on a few voice things for people, and they just never came out. I did like a whole. I did like a whole movie of like Wolverine voices for I forget who it was for somebody, and then they just never made it. It was supposed to be a stop motion.
Because like, I don't know why. I don't know how you sent me the audio file, but when I put it onto my Mac, it just like it stayed in my my iTunes for some reason, like the MP3 file.
Nice.
So like once in a while, like I'll like push shuffle on my iPhone, and because it's hooked up to my iTunes account, I will hear that. I'm just like, oh man, I never use that.
Well, Ramsey, I uploaded my video that you voiced in, so
Yeah.
there's one for you.
Right on, dude.
Oh, it's funny, yeah.
Thank you so much for being in that because people said it's funny.
Dude, anytime. I had a lot of fun. It was, dude. It took like what 5 minutes. There was so few lines. Like it was super easy.
Awesome.
So anytime, dude. Give me a meatier role. I want some character development.
Ramsey's the next Jarvis.
Yeah, he's a computer. You would have a good computer voice.
I think I would.
How'd you do those lightning effects?
Oh, it's just downloading a green screen video from YouTube and then
Nice.
adding it in over the top.
Makes
Chroma
sense.
key.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it's commission.
Oh, I found it. It's funny. I found the file, and I just started playing. I don't know if you guys want to hear it or not.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait,
Unheard
okay.
Ramsey voice.
Play a
yes.
little bit of
Alright,
it.
Yeah. Okay. I think you're doing Commissioner Gordon right now.
Commissioner Gordon, there's a problem going on. There's a criminal who leaves his calling card.
Yeah, that was it. And it was like the Joker. I
Not my
remember that.
best Gordon, I gotta say. I'm not.
No, and then you did like Mace Windu later on.
Oh, that's cool.
Gave me
Mark Peters
chills.
Chapman. Godzilla.
Yeah.
Why would you want to see a movie that there's already like 27 other versions of?
And we were talking about Godzilla.
Oh my God, lost Lego Motel voices.
Dude.
Dude, you can have them if you want them.
Yeah, send them to me.
You can use them for like, I don't know, if you get bored of doing voices,
Any
just
count.
make up an episode around it.
It's a metal band called Body Count.
No, it's
Rap metal band.
rap metal band.
Trap metal band?
Rap.
Trap.
That's
All right.
The video Ahmet sent in the Discord is brilliant.
It's really well done. I was on a call with him while he was editing it, and we were just laughing the whole time. It was awesome.
He's in the voice chat.
He is, but he's not saying things, and I don't know
Bruh.
why.
That's because he's dead.
All right, well, rest in peace.
He
F in the
died.
chat.
I can hear him laughing. I can hear him laughing.
What's he trying to pull here?
Is he? Do you need to turn your volume up, dude? Because I see your little green circle, but I don't hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ex Machina's pretty scary.
That's his opening line. That's hilarious.
Bruh.
Would
I
you say
remember
Ex
watching
Machina?
that.
Ex
I saw
Machina is
that.
really good.
I saw
Yeah.
that on. I saw that on digital when it was released,
Mm.
and I remember being alone. I remember not watching any promotional material for it. I remember not seeing any posters for it. And I was just in my apartment by myself. It was nighttime. It was dark, and I watched it. And I just had to take a cold shower afterwards. I had this huge existential crisis after
Wow.
seeing it.
Yeah, it's a
And-
pretty dark and shocking movie. I gotta
That
say.
movie is a trip. I highly recommend
It is.
Yeah.
It deserves the. Didn't it win the best visual effects Oscar?
Yeah.
I hope it did.
I don't remember. It deserves it though. Yeah.
It beat Star Wars that year, and it's like an indie film.
Yeah.
Really?
I love Oscar Isaac in it. I'm gonna tear up the dance floor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a great line.
Yeah, I love him in that. He's like an unhinged, like Steve Jobs character. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Steve Jobs if he like really let himself go.
No way, Ramsey. I didn't really hear well my cameo in your episode, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, I felt bad about that because I was like, I can't give everyone like their own shot where you like, I can't do that. But what I really needed all the voices for was to just create like 10 audio layers with like enough voices to, so that it's not just all like 100 of my voice to create a crowd of people. It's better with a variation of voices. I feel super bad because yours is definitely in there. Charlie's is in there. Airborne Productions is obviously in there. JTH Studios is in there. The one I couldn't get in there, or like I could have just thrown it in there, but one person, I think it was Gravity 4 Films, he's in the Discord. I feel like he sent me his, and at the beginning of it, he was just like, yeah, you don't have to use this if you don't want to. It's not going to be good. Like, he basically said something like that, and then he proceeded to ad-lib very quietly, and I was like, well, if I put that in there, no one's going to hear it. So I didn't use it, but I mean, it was just so quiet. I needed someone to be, like, yelling or coughing or something. But that's the only one I didn't use.
Don't worry about it. It's okay, really.
If you, have you, like, gone back and listened to it a bunch and you still can't find your thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just buried in there.
Yeah, it's buried in there, but that's okay. But because more the other guys, they had like more like one of these guys actually sounded like an alien from Rick and Morty. So
yeah, who was the guy going?
Oh, that was Airborne Productions. He recorded like 2 minutes of stuff, and I just picked the best couple of things. And like one of them was the "What the fuck is in this chicken?" You know, and then the other one was like a bunch of coughing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, those guys, those were better. So I'm okay with mine being buried under those. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Jedi Brine, thank you so much for being in the chat. I'll see you later. Maybe next stream. It's great seeing you. But okay, so Airborne Productions really stole the show with those ad libs. He sent his, and I was like, dude, these are like amazing. Not only am I going to use like as much of these as possible, but I need to like once everyone else is done reacting, I need to have his just go on for longer, and that'll be hilarious. And that worked out so well.
Yeah, he went all out for that one.
Yeah.
Like the episode would be like probably 5 to 10% less funny without that. So I mean, he really brought some game.
Yeah.
DC TV Studios, what's going on, dude? The comedic pauses in Lego Motel are getting better, my guy. Thank you so much, dude. I've been working on it.
I think they're a little long. They're a little bit.
No, they need to be longer, dude.
I love the pause when Short Round's dad goes, "You like to rape little boys."
And then, and then it's just silence.
Solid 5 seconds of Mace Windu just staring at
just
him.
heavy silence. Yeah, I laughed so hard when I was editing that. That was so much fun.
I feel like long pauses. Ramsey and I worked on a dub like 3 years ago that I can share with self-direction if you guys want to watch that. Do you remember that, Ramsey, the Star Trek thing that we did?
Dude, you gotta turn your volume up.
It's very much. All I heard was Star Trek.
Is your mic like
I got you all the way turned up on my end. You gotta.
I'm speaking
You mentioned the Star Trek
trying
video
to...
you did.
Yeah.
All right, we got JTH Studio in the chat, dude. It's great to see you, man. I was wondering if you'd pop in.
The Wi-Fi is bad down here from hell, so I can't.
Oh, okay. You're coming through pretty clearly
Give me a second.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm inside the crypt next to Tyrion. Give me a sec.
Okay, right on, dude. Volt Equinox in the chat says, "I love the pauses of Legos with very little reaction." Yeah, it's just usually it's just a still frame, and there's just something really funny about that. It's a mystery to me too, but I know it works.
Are you ever gonna do like kind of like a satire like of Marvel with Lego Motel?
Yeah, I did one in the episode 16, I think, the Fast and Fried episode. It like opens up with that little fake commercial. It's called like Marvel Hero something whatever, and that was
I remember that.
The stupid ad.
But like I mean like of Marvel movies, I mean like ever since then, you know, like I'm pretty sure like 10 more came out ever since then.
Yeah, there's a Nick Fury episode this season. I haven't shot it yet. It's like technically a bonus episode or whatever, but so it's going to be funny for a lot of reasons, but I think I can add in some more Marvel satire, like specifically.
If you need a Thanos, hit me up. I can do a Thanos voice.
Right on, dude. I will keep you in mind. Alejandro, what's going on? It's good to see you in the chat. I look and sound like Ice Poseidon. I've been waiting for this comment, dude. This is hilarious because I've noticed that too. But I appreciate that. I watch Ice Poseidon once in a while. Like a lot of people hate him, but he's fun to watch once in a while. And I always feel like I look kind of like him, and I also sound a little bit like him. So I've been waiting for someone to point that out. A couple of years ago, I was streaming, and someone randomly said, "Have you ever heard of Ice Poseidon? You look like him." And I had never heard of Ice Poseidon at that point. I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about." And then like a year and a half later, I found Ice Poseidon and watched some of his like best streams. And I was like, oh my god, this is what they were talking about. This guy is me. This is just me. So that was amazing.
I don't want to take that credit, but that sounds like me.
I remember hearing that comment a while back.
Yeah.
I forget who it was.
Like,
yeah.
That sounds like me. It sounds like something I would have like said to you.
Probably. Studio Smith says the comedic pauses are funnier when quiet instead of a laughing audience. When you start paying attention to the number of laughs on TV shows, it gets really annoying. I was thinking, now that you bring that up, I was thinking about doing like a couple, maybe one or two jokes, or maybe just as a goof, just a whole episode of Lego Motel with a laugh track. I don't know if
that would be fun.
It would be fun,
be
maybe for one joke. I don't know if I could carry a whole episode with it.
Oh yeah, what's
just
up,
one
GTH?
episode, yeah. Or maybe just like
finally here.
Like end an episode with that, like the final joke of an episode, like there's just studio audience clapping and laughing, and then like Obi turns around, he's like, "Thank you for watching, folks. Good night." You know, like something goofy like that. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, they would have to be aware of it.
Yeah.
Makes me just like, what the fuck is that?
DCTV Studio says, are the bonus episode stories going to be heavy to the season's main story? They're basically just more episodes that continue the story for sure. And the one of them is actually going to be huge. It's going to be like 10 minutes long, and it's about the Lego Motel gang going to Hogwarts for the Triwizard Tournament, and like they're pissed that they can't compete because they're not students. So they come up with a scheme to get in and like impersonate the champions, and it's like a whole big thing. It's probably like the most ridiculous episode so far, and I'm thinking that'll be the season finale. Yeah, it's the one with the crazy blowjob joke, and that I don't know if I should do, but I will anyway. And it's like it's got a lot of ridiculous humor in it, and just putting the gang at Hogwarts, like Indy, Obi, Mace, just sending them to Hogwarts and having them mess with the students and like break the rules and stuff. I just think is a great concept.
Can't wait for that.
I'm worried about Mace being around children again, though.
Yeah, the thing is, like, when Indy goes there, he's not going to care that all the girls at Hogwarts are underage, and that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, because
Oh my god, I can't wait
literal
to see.
statutory
He
rape.
literally is, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Are you gonna like? Oh man, what's that called? I'm not too familiar with Harry Potter, but what's that potion that they make so they could like switch bodies?
Polyjuice, that dude. I have a
Oh,
joke
Polyjuice.
written around
Are
that
you
potion.
gonna do that? Okay.
I have a
was
big
gonna
joke
say-
for that. Yeah.
I thought because I don't know, I don't want to spoil it, but my thought process was: is Mason Obi-Wan gonna use Polyjuice?
They try to make it. I'll tell you that. They identify that that's what they need, and then they're supposed to all get certain ingredients, and then like it doesn't go well. That's part of it. But it's a long
That's
episode. Like there's a lot in there so far from what I've written. So
I'm just
Did
picturing
you get
Obi-Wan
the,
trying to
are
like
you going to
steal
get
someone's
the
hair like off.
graveyard set?
am I getting what?
The graveyard set.
Yeah, I don't know when that's coming out, but when it does, I'm like right on my desk here are all the new Harry Potter sets right behind me, right next to me. So
Nice.
later tonight, I'm probably gonna put on like Harry Potter audiobook and build a lot of these. That'll be fun. But
You should maybe like one of these sets you could leave for the next stream and build during the stream.
yeah, I thought about that, and then I realized like I don't know, I don't want to build during a stream because I don't know how to keep that interesting, and also I'd rather just kind of enjoy it on my own time because like I can't think of a
fair
way
enough.
I can't think of a way to make
There are
that
people
exciting.
that do that though.
No.
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
channels
there
who
are.
like review sets, and it works really well for them. But for me, like it would take me like 3 hours to build a small set because I'd just be looking at the chat and being constantly distracted and like,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
not
That's
for me, not a bad idea, but not really for me. I don't think.
Okay.
If you're gonna do Lego reviews, like you need to have like an audience for that.
He used to do Lego reviews. I
Exactly.
remember
I used to, but oh my god, they were so bad.
No, they were great, man. I enjoyed those.
I remember the
was
Yu-Gi-Oh
really-
cards. I remember the card.
What Yu-Gi-Oh cards? What?
You reviewed Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
No, I didn't. What? You're a liar.
What?
What?
You
Bruh.
did. I know you did, didn't you?
That sounds like
That was
something
you.
I would do, but I don't remember doing it.
That was you.
I wasn't.
I
I
remember-
was into Yu-Gi-Oh. What did I open a booster box or something? I think I
Yeah,
might have.
yeah. I
Holy
remember it
crap!
was like-
Now I remember. I did.
Yeah, you. I was around the same time that you did the minifigures.
Holy
You,
crap!
like, yeah, I remember those.
I totally blocked that out.
But your set reviews were great, Ramsey.
It was a
He
dark
put it in
time.
the back of, he
Yeah.
put it in the back of his conscience.
Just repress the memory.
Yeah, so they didn't follow him to these days.
But that's cool that you like my set reviews, Oak99, because I look back at those. Like, some of them are okay. Like the ones where I just reviewed all like the dwarfs from The Hobbit, like where I just reviewed the minifigures, that was cool. But as far as set reviews, I wasn't really doing anything special. I was just kind of like, here's the set, here you go. You know, I was watching too much of the Brick Show, you know, and I was just like, yeah, this is easy, anybody could do this, and then I did it. And it was,
Yeah.
Oh man, rip the Brick Show.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
those guys,
They lost their channel to a picture of a porg.
right?
That's sad. Yeah.
It's a shame.
Speaking of other Lego YouTubers, did anyone else bid on Forrest's minifigures today?
No, are they ending today?
They're
Oh,
too-
they
they're
ended
too
already. I
expensive.
won the Two-Face that he used in.
Oh,
It's-
nice.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't.
nice.
How much was it?
It was
Nice.
$50, and it's like
$50 isn't bad.
it's for something Forrest. Like it's. I was really hesitant to do it, but like
He's
it was,
making out like a
once in
bandit.
lifetime thing
But-
to own the
I
Two-Face
really-
that Forrest used in his videos.
I remember, like, many years ago, he did, like, a contest, like a drawing contest.
Yeah, I remember that.
I entered in that contest, and I never won, but he put my picture in the video. I'm like, wow, my piece of crap picture would have never won.
Oh, that's cool.
Personally- I personally didn't bid for two reasons. The first one is I don't have the budget, and the second one is he doesn't ship to my country, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I kind of wanted that Captain America.
It was like
Wanted all the
$200
Joker,
though.
though.
Yeah, I
all
know. I'm
Joker.
just like, I'm not dropping $200 for a figure. I'm like,
I haven't actually paid yet. I'm considering like because I want to see like if I can ask like for an autograph or something.
beforehand. He probably
Just
sends
like
you. Yeah,
just say
he
like,
probably
can
sends
you sign like the receipt or something, and then I'll frame it.
sign the invoice? Yeah.
Sign the invoice. Yeah.
Just
What-
a
what are you
really
gonna do
tiny
with it?
signature at the bottom of his foot or something.
Yeah, like Toy Story.
Yeah.
No, people
I need
used
to, like-
I remember.
I need to like prove that this is real in case like I ever decide to resell it or something, which
Yeah.
I don't think I will.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I remember.
What are you gonna do with it though? If
I
you
don't
get
know.
the figure?
Because
display it?
Like
I'll probably
frame
just
it.
display it. I can't actually really use it in my videos.
You could make
Just
a you
because-
could make a package opening video and kind of like film it and review it and talk about how cool it is, and like you'd probably get some views on that, honestly.
Oh yeah, actually that's not a bad idea. I gotta
You can
tide
also feature it
my
in-
viewers over until I finish this like half-hour brick film. So
Yeah.
You
that's
can
not a
also
bad
feature
idea.
it in your. You can also feature it in an animation as like an extra dead body or
Like a
something.
background. Yeah. Like a
Yeah, I
background
might honestly do that. The thing is, the typical thing is in my series, which is ending anyway, but Two-Face got plastic surgery and got turned like back into Harvey Dent, so it doesn't make any sense for there to be like a. You know what? No, I don't care. I'll just throw him in the back.
Just, yeah, just,
Just do
or you
it.
could be like a
Spoilers, man.
like a flashback scene.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I must
Like-
figure out some way to use this because this is a $50 investment, and I want to make
Like
the most out of it.
Yeah, the figure has like a hoodie, so like have him like in his like apartment or something, just like chilling with like blood on his jacket or something.
Yeah,
You're
the
bidding on?
I won the. Did you see in like Lego Batman Part 3 the bloody Two-Face?
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah. So, but it was weird because like some of like the background character Jokers like didn't go for that much, but like I'm surprised that Two-Face didn't go for more because he's like a main character, and Batgirl I think was like $300. Like was like the final.
Oh my god.
I think
Yeah.
that might have been like Forrest's like original.
Yeah, I think that was the
Two-Face.
original Batgirl. But yeah, yeah, that was the original. I that's what I paid for at least. I hope that's what happened.
So is he
No, I
selling
mean, like,
those
one-
because they died in his Batman thing, not because he's quitting, right?
Oh, he's selling
Right,
them
he's
because he's not gonna use them anymore.
Okay, good. So he's not quitting.
It's a bloody Two-Face, so that he can't really
Too
get much
bad.
use out of it anyway.
Oh, right, and the other one is
Too
like a
bad-
Joker with a batarang like glued to his face.
Yeah, glued to
yeah.
his head.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It's too bad that he's selling his Captain America though, because I was hoping he'd make more Captain America ones.
He
Yeah.
probably is. He's just gonna use probably a different figure.
Maybe, or also it could be that Captain America like isn't in the MCU anymore, really technically. So it's like there won't be an opportunity to like get the right, the search engine optimization going on that, like because there won't be a new Captain America movie anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, unless with the Falcon Captain America.
True. But that's that's a whole different can of worms.
Well, no, he's gonna.
Yeah,
be
there's
in
a
his own
slight
series.
difference
That's right.
between.
Can you spot the difference?
I think they have different eye colors or whatever.
Yeah, that must be it.
All I know is one runs slower.
It's like saying, oh, they don't make Dark Knight movies anymore, so I'm not gonna look for Batman videos, Batman animations.
Well, the thing is, if they were making Batman movie, when they do make the Robert Pattinson movie, that's the best time.
That's the best.
The week that movie comes out, if it ends up being good, your video will explode if it's any kind of good. If you put it out around that time.
Even if the movie ends up being bad, people are still gonna want it.
Yeah.
When that movie comes out, old Batman stuff that people have uploaded is gonna get a new influx of views. That's how effective that's gonna be.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if anyone collects comics here. I do, but
Hello.
when Avengers Endgame came out, when Avengers Infinity War came out, I had purchased the first issue of where Thanos was introduced.
Yeah.
And after
Infinity Gauntlet.
No. It was an Iron Man comic.
Oh,
Okay.
It was an Iron Man comic, yeah. And I remember when Endgame came out, after it came out. So after, I don't want to. Anyways, I sold it and I got a bunch of money. I got I think $200 of profit.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who check that market.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
was
I'm
that
thinking-
was that the first introduction to Thanos? Was that comic?
He was in an Iron Man comic. I'm pretty sure. I know it was that comic.
I own a second edition reissue of the Infinity Gauntlet, which is not not as valuable as the first printing.
I actually right here on the stack of stuff over here, I have a first issue graded of Infinity Gauntlet #1.
I just have the reprint and I checked online because that original one goes for $700 if it's in mint condition.
Yeah, mine's
So
a 0.8, so it's this is a decent.
Yeah.
And then I have a Superman #1, and then.
Oh shit.
How much was that?
Okay.
You have
Okay.
Action Comics #1?
No, it's okay. So I don't want to confuse anyone. It's
Okay.
Is there a way I can take a picture of this and put this on the Discord?
Yeah, you can.
It's
Yeah, you could snap a picture on your phone, and then if you have the Discord app on your phone, you could upload it that way.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how. It's not. It's a reprint. It's a special edition reprint of Superman #1. But it's it's still a very important reprint. It's an official reprint.
Is it an
and
anniversary?
this came. Yeah, this is an anniversary edition, and it came out in
Did you pick up Detective Comics 1000?
No,
pick
I
that one up?
didn't. I'm not a big DC fan.
Oh, okay.
So I don't. Yeah, the only reason I have this is because I know this is worth money.
I personally prefer Marvel. I mean, I don't really have a preference when it comes to, the written material.
When it comes to movies, I don't care, but when it comes to comics, I'm a Marvel person.
For me, it's the opposite. I'm Marvel in movies, and in comics, I'm just more Universal. But my friend is a diehard DC fan, and he picked up 2 copies, and he got.
Yeah, I'm uploading the picture. I found this comic at a.
Nice.
I don't think the owner
Okay.
I don't know if he knew how much it was worth, and I just
Okay.
He's how much? He's how much do you want for it? I asked him how much he wanted for it. He goes, I don't know, $1. I'm like, deal.
$1.
Yeah, I don't think he knew what it was worth, so I'm just deal. It wasn't an old man. He was some 25-year-old kid who I guess didn't care for comics.
Yeah, sometimes people they don't care what it is. They just want it out of their house because they don't have room for it, and so they'll just get rid of it. Those are the best deals. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, I gotta get going pretty soon. So let's wind down the stream here because we've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes, something like that. But
Damn.
okay, so
OG
this
Heath Ledger Joker with battering lodged in head is sold.
what did it sell for?
I just
How much did it sell for?
It was sold for $192.50.
Yeesh.
Ew.
He actually,
$200.
I just checked on eBay, and he relisted some of the ones that didn't sell. So if you're still interested,
Which ones
there's
are they? I want to know.
There's an archery Joker for $20 starting bid. Mad Max Joker with Batarang lodged in eye for 25, and for some reason his Zack Snyder is $100 starting bid. I don't know.
Wow.
He must really
I
like that
kinda-
one.
I kind of want that one.
But yeah, like you can still nobody bid on them the first time, so you could probably get them the first two at least for relatively cheap.
Okay, one sec, guys. So Dan Howarth in the chat is saying Lego Motel update. So I like most of this, the beginning of the stream. Like this stream will be up on my channel after it's over, when we're not live anymore. Like the opening like hour of the stream was talking about the future of Lego Motel and other videos I'm working on, like Batman and Star Wars and stuff like that. So make sure to check that out. We talked about that for a good long while. Feel free to like scroll back in the stream and watch that if you want, dude. Sorry about that.
Cool. Are we getting a pitch for next episode?
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Well, I did a little bit earlier, but I'll give a quick pitch again. So the next episode is called No Droids Allowed, and it's about R2D2 and C3PO. And the whole idea, like I said this earlier, but the whole idea is like, have you ever seen an episode of like Adventure Time? Like you're watching Adventure Time, and like all the episodes are pretty funny, and then you get to one that just makes you cry, and it's like super sad. You know what I mean?
Like The Fly.
Oh yes, I'm so excited. I
Like-
love those episodes.
Like the Marceline and the Ice King episode, like where you find out about their backstory, and it's just like really sad all of a sudden. You're like, oh, I thought this show was supposed to be funny. It's gonna be like an episode like that, where like the first half is like really funny, as far as as far as my opinion goes, and then it turns into this like really sad like thing about the droids and like what I was reading. The inspiration was I was reading some short stories by like Isaac Asimov. Like he wrote like the iRobot stuff, and like he writes about robots a lot. And the theme through a lot of his stuff is how in a lot of ways robots can be more human sometimes than humans.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that and run with it with R2D2 and C3PO.
that's the idea in Blade Runner, one of my favorite movies.
That's like Iron Giant.
Like robots can be sentimental, and they can have real emotions almost more genuinely than humans do. So
Yeah.
it's that's something I explore in this episode. But there's also a literal fart joke. So there's two ends of the spectrum in there. Next episode.
Oh, good lord.
Cool.
Well, I'm looking forward to having my heart.
I'm
ripped
so
out.
hyped. That sounds amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like some people might hate it, but you know what? I really like it,
No,
so I'll be
do
happy
it.
either way. Yeah.
Impossible.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm just ready for people to hate it. You know what I mean?
I thought it was like a satire off of that one robot from Solo.
Oh.
No, I would never do that, to be honest. I
I thought that's what you were doing. That would've been hilarious.
I find that character banal and overdone, and I would never do it.
What's my favorite
But,
character?
it was funny in Solo,
Oh,
but I just wouldn't. I have
337.
nowhere to take that character personally, because she
They never
did.
even made a minifigure for her, anyways.
Did they? Did they
didn't?
not?
Wait. Oh, sorry. Actually,
I thought
think
they did.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Really?
I don't remember what it looked like.
I can't picture it. Yeah.
I don't think they
Yeah.
did, to be honest with you. It might have been a brick built one.
No,
what
no.
Was what was the name of the droid?
L337.
337.
Yeah,
See, even I don't remember the name.
not a very memorable
Actually,
character.
She's
not.
not.
Doesn't look like they made it like an official version. Like I'm only seeing
No.
custom. stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a
Okay.
Funko Pop for it, which doesn't look very good.
Ooh, those always look shitty, but I mean,
Yeah.
they're cute in their own way.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a recent movie called I Am Mother. I don't know if you guys heard.
Yeah,
of
I've
it.
seen
That's
that.
a good movie.
On
I really
Netflix.
like.
I've heard of it, haven't seen it.
It's
That was-
pretty decent.
Yeah.
It was
I think you
alright.
might like it. You like the robot human stuff.
Oh, it's
For-
like
for-
it's about that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
for a
like
Netflix movie, it was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It's better than anything Black Mirror's been doing.
Whoa.
Really? You didn't
Hot
like the
take.
new season?
I liked the third episode, but it didn't really feel like a Black Mirror episode.
You
but
like
I-
the third episode?
Yeah, I liked it. I like Miley
I thought
Cyrus.
it was kind of. I don't know. I thought every part with Miley Cyrus was good. I didn't care for the other two girls. Like I didn't care for that story.
I like the metaphor and like the message for the whole entertainment industry and how they treat.
Oh
their talent
no,
and all
yeah,
that
of
stuff.
course. I felt like at times it kind of like pushed me. Not didn't push me away, but I wasn't as in tuned. I
didn't-
cared more about her
yeah.
character than I did for these two characters.
it didn't really feel like a Black Mirror episode, but I'm like a sucker for happy endings, so I think I enjoyed it. I would say.
I still liked it. You know, I just liked I Am Mother even more. Cause that felt a lot like a OG Black Mirror episode to me.
I just finished Stranger Things season 3.
Me too. I finished that
nice.
yesterday.
I haven't even started it. I can't wait though.
The ending of,
Like I didn't sleep last night. I just watched it.
Wow.
by the
Yeah.
way, the ending of I Am Mother kind of fell flat for me. Like the mother's like okay. Actually, I shouldn't say it.
I don't care about
But still.
spoilers, but if someone else hasn't seen
okay.
it and they care, then
I haven't
okay.
seen it.
oh,
Does
okay.
anybody not care about?
We can jump over on Hangout after this.
It's just about a line like she says, where she's like, "I'm ready to do this," and then the mother is like, "Okay," but like I don't know, I don't know, like she really, do you know what I'm talking about? Like she didn't really have to do that.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know that some of them. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I haven't seen it.
I think I get what you're saying.
Okay, yeah. The motivation towards the end didn't really. I wasn't sold on it, but
kinda
other than
dropped
that,
off towards
I
the
think
end,
it
I
was
think.
really well done.
Yeah.
The sort of
Watching
the
again.
beginning of the third act was a little bit slow, but yeah.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
maybe it's worth a
But-
rewatch.
Is that
I
on like
really-
any kind of streaming service, or did that just come out?
Netflix.
It's on
Oh,
Netflix.
Netflix. Oh, definitely. I'll check that out. Great.
Yeah.
I found
I
about
rated
it. I
Stranger
found out
Things
about it
season
through
3
Adam Savage.
a 9.
Say what?
Oh, I rate Stranger Things season 3 a 9.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Oh, a 9 out of 10.
It's a good score.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think it
I
was
give
really
it-
good.
I give this season of Lego Motel 200 out of 100.
Nice.
I give
200
this
IQ.
season of Lego Motel a kiss.
Not that we care about that kind of thing, but make 20 different YouTube accounts and keep hitting the like button and keep refreshing it over and over
That
again because
voice-
we need
that voice
views.
needs
Not
to
that we
be
care
done.
about that kind of thing, though.
Send me $200 on Super Chat.
The voice.
For
That,
next
that voice
episode.
needs
How
to
much
be
you
Get
gonna
this
buy?
man a shield. Get this man a
What?
shield.
Oh my god,
You've
guys.
never played Tuber
You
Simulator.
never played Tuber Simulator?
Honestly, that
No,
voice
it's
just
fun,
made-
right?
Would be on Lego Motel.
No, yeah, I actually just I just came up with it for this stream like an hour ago, and like during the stream, and I realized halfway through it, I was just like, there needs to be a character on Lego Motel who's always just like saying like, not that we care about that kind of thing, but then he proceeds to talk about how much he cares about that kind of thing, and then
You should make it.
I don't think
You
you
should make
don't-
it Gordon
like,
Ramsay.
our
You
guild?
should make it
You
Gordon
don't- I don't
Ramsay.
think- Yeah, I don't think you have an Australian character yet, do you?
I don't, because I haven't really worked on that accent yet. I spent the last month working on my Japanese accent, and then I showcased that recently, so now I got to work on the Australian one.
You're not offending
Like a
enough
month
people yet.
working on an accent.
Exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
this is the way into Lego. What was it?
I won't stop until every race and gender's feelings are hurt.
Jesus
That sounds
Christ.
like
Put that as your mission
Trey
statement.
Parker. That sounds like Trey Parker and Seth Stone.
It's like next episode, every character is just a stereotype.
Exactly. All right, so this was really fun. I'm going to end the stream right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone who jumped in the Discord on the chat. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Oh, we love you.
Love you too, man.
I love you 3,000.
Everyone who dropped a super chat,
Rip.
that's super cool. Thank you so much. And
Smash that like button.
smash the like button, make 50 different
Smash the like
accounts.
button, guys.
Not that we care about that kind of thing, but just make a bunch of different accounts and just refresh Lego Motel
We
over
gotta
and over
do
again.
what's that? Like
Click on the
subscribe
ads.
to subscribe to PewDiePie, but subscribe to Ramsey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.